maybe more.
It's only been 2 weeks. I don't think it's been that long.
John, let's
What's up?
jump over to you for a sec. I know we said we were gonna get something done, but we never did. So main character Sama has left the building. He's gone back the way he's came, and he's gonna look up somewheres north to maybe capture his prize. But you guys lost some cities in the meantime. Some stations.
But nothing we could live without.
Yeah, exactly. Well, once the guy walks away, I'm gonna turn around to Sid, who I assume is the interim leader while we're all gone. Give her a thumbs up and be like, "All right, I haven't slept since we left on the expedition, so I'm gonna go pass out. Wake me up if there's any big monsters."
Okay. That should be fun. How long are you gonna sleep for?
Let's sleep until my fatigue is gone.
Alright, so how much fatigue do you have?
I've been stacking it up over time. It is currently 5.
So, if you sleep 8 hours, you'll be able to get rid of that easy peasy.
Then I will sleep 8 hours. And that leaves the other 2 with 8 hours of stuff to do.
Well, yeah, I think that we were also fighting, like,
Yep.
whenever you laid down.
So last time we left off for these two, or 3 if we account Bujinli, you guys were fighting some faceless?
Yeah. Figuring out their head was their weakness. And then
Yeah,
Allie
yeah,
did
kicked
the
their
grand
ass.
finale.
Did I? I don't remember.
Yeah, you turned on you had Mugen turn on his, like, all eyes on me, and then you used your queen move and took the final kill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Forward,
Alright, so you want to go into the next room?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So the next room is a little bit of the theater of the mind aspect. You start going through hallways, and there's classrooms. You see a lot of dead bodies around.
Did we kill children, Johnny?
Have you killed children? Are these
No,
things
did
children?
we? I don't
Whenever
know.
we blew up all the people.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean consequences for your actions? Oh.
Oh, we bombed the school. Oh, gotcha.
This was at university after
We
all.
did do that.
Yeah, but I mean,
That
who
did
would have thought, like,
happen.
students were actually down there? They were making monsters. They were bad people.
Don't worry. Everyone is in their, own mindset for survival. So if they've come this far, they were gonna die anyway, right? So eventually, someday.
If you just don't look at it, it didn't happen. Eyes forward.
Denial is the best superpower.
It is true.
Um,
Those are just bank accounts that all got transferred to me.
So as you, Mujinli, and Hannah moving forward, you've come to the end of the hallway, and it's kind of like open a little bit. It's dark inside. The lights seem to have kind of just been flashing, just like little quick do as like there's electricity surges, and it's not keeping the full thing, but there's no lights on inside. But you think this is where the last of them are.
Oh, there's more facelesses.
Yeah, there was only a couple left. You killed 3 of them. You threw
There was
one
like
away,
5 weren't there?
and there was 2 that were left.
The one I threw back through the door, and then he came back through. No, I didn't throw any of them. Oh no, I threw the big one away. That's right.
That's
He's
right.
hunting me now. That's correct.
Yeah.
Gonna let Jack take the lead on this one.
That's completely understandable. I don't
Nah, Ellie, you got this. Well, Johnny, I know their weakness now. I imagine I can take them out pretty quickly before they get too big of a problem.
Uh.
I just aim for the head, and with no penalties to headshots. What do you wish me to roll a couple weapon skill or?
So you go in and you see one of them. It's just like kind of standing motionless in kind of like a spotlight, kind of just like almost zombie-like.
Creepy.
You don't know where the other one is. At least that's what your mind is telling you. You don't have any dark sense, right? To kind of see in the dark. Correct?
No, I don't have any improved senses.
Why don't you, Ali and Mujin Lee, make a awareness test as you kind of walk into the room then.
Whoops, wrong Jack Sanchez. There it is. Oh, dang. That's not good. First, I thought that was Allie. I was like, oh, that's awesome. It's not Allie. It's you, Johnny.
No, that was Mujin Lee looking.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that is awesome. We all passed.
You see a fair amount of bodies,
Mm-hmm.
and they all seem to have their face ripped off.
Oh.
And, in return, you have these white masks kind of just laying beside them.
Oh. Don't touch those. I'm assuming. So is that the main host we're seeing?
You don't know. You just see you just see him kind of motionless, and your awareness tests don't actually see the other one.
It may have been the big one that I fought in the hallway. The big one may have got all the power from ripping. Hey.
You yelling at the creature, yelling at Tana.
Just in general towards the creature. See if it hello.
All right.
Maybe sentient.
So it's still motionless, and it turns around, and its head kind of pops. Just kind of like completely does a 180 turn from the head and kind of looks at you.
That's creepy, sir. Did you do this? Is this just all you?
The next moment, you realize it's in front of you.
Oh, you're a quick booger, ain't you?
Yeah. Can you give me a dodge test?
Sure. I will go ahead and break out my ye old new martial art and do the dodge.
Reroll that one, please.
Roger that.
Nice. All right. You dodge as he kind of his hand kind of grasps towards you.
Whoa there, Mr. Grabby Hands. Is that the end of his turn?
That's the end of this little interaction. What would you like to do?
Smash his face in.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna hit him with the 1, 2, 3 directly at his dome.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 1. There's a 2. There's 3. Minus. It's also a 1-on-1, so the duelist trait activates, which gives me
30.
2 degrees of success.
Yep.
So,
that's a pass.
slippery too. I fucking
Fate?
pugilist.
Yeah.
Pugilist.
Every time.
Pugilist, Christian.
You'll remember someday in your life, but at this point in time, and the same as the last time.
I'm not even gonna try to intimidate this thing. So just go ahead.
Okay. He's going to again attempt to strike at you. Going for. You can tell it's kind of going for the face.
Yeah, I've figured that one out.
That's a pass.
I'm gonna go ahead and just in case there's any way for my soak to kind of catch this, use my martial arts again.
Okay. Nice. Didn't need to. All right. He's going to pause and let's see. No. He just stands it there, looking at you menacingly.
I'm gonna recommend that Allie and Muujin step out of the room for this, just because it's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
What are you doing?
If
And it's very
Jack
fast.
tells me to leave, I'll leave.
Okay, you don't want
But
to.
I was gonna try and do Dance of Worship on him.
Sure.
I mean, you can, but if this thing decides to attack you, there's nothing I can do.
You can
That's
dodge.
the only reason that I'm like, you may, because if
I'll
it
do one spell on him and then I'll leave.
sounds good. Yeah, I just don't want your character getting grabby hand in the face.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Dancing creature must move all its movement.
Passes. Willpower test, right?
No, wisdom.
Willpower
Dancing
test.
creature makes a wisdom saving throw
Makes a
to regain control.
Makes a willpower test, babe. But you copy pasted that from D&D stuff.
I feel like this spell was more effective before.
Yeah, because I was rolling like shit every time you've used it on anyone else.
Yeah, the poor other guy was just crying while he rolled 90s as you made him do the Macarena as me and John beat the fuck out of him.
Stop his plant. Can I upgrade stage magic? I don't even know. Can I upgrade stage magic? Can I make it harder to pass the test?
You can like add maybe a setback die or a difficulty die, or
Is there any way she could add inescapable to it?
you want to just like so stage magic. There isn't anything attached to it right now, right? Like you haven't used a conflicts on it, or
Dance of Worship. Stage magic is a bunch of spells. Dance of Worship is what I want to target.
so Dance of Worship is a complex. It's part of a complex. It's
Yes, it's part of a complex.
right. So if you wanted to buy another purchase into it,
By stage magic purchase?
yeah.
Okay. How much is that? I think I'm on second level of it.
So if it's the third one, it'd be 15 in each pillar.
6 pillars?
It's 4 pillars.
4 pillars. 60 merit. So that would be... How many coins is that? It's been so long.
So you have 2 that are. You have mind and spirit that are on the next one, right?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe I should have sorted out my character sheet before session 2. I have 70. It says here under. I don't know if this is accurate, but it says I have 105 in spirit and 75 in mind.
Now, do you have any proficiency dies anywhere else? You have like a mind proficiency die and spirit proficiency die. Didn't I give you like the machine cult?
Feel your
No, it's not annoyance, Sally Girl. I'm just trying to walk you through it.
mind proficiency die and spirit proficiency die.
All right, so those 2 ones are doubled then. So not good, not like merit wise, but
So-
cost.
So it is basically. So it would be
15-15. You got those 2 for might and swiftness.
So
Going to be 30-30.
it's 90 merit.
90 merit worth of coins, sure.
Okay, how many coins? It's 100 merit per coin? No.
100 coins is 1 merit for the 2 pillars,
Okay.
and then 200 for the other 2.
That'd be 9,000 coins.
That.
You want to spend it?
No.
Okay.
But I will.
Look at you go.
9,000. Okay. Okay.
All right, let's look at your character sheet. Good girl. Let me know when you've done your purchasing. So this Jesus power is going to be an improvement on Dan's worship instead of a new one, correct?
Well, I just bought the whole complex, so I thought the whole complex was going to improve.
Yes, which I'm asking, do you want to improve that one ability, or do you want a new Jesus power in general?
Oh.
The first one was you create something out of nothing, right? Your food, create pound. That was your first Jesus power. Your second Jesus power was your dance of worship.
No, because I have 3 powers. I have create food, water. I have conjure select.
Ah, yeah. So this would be your 4th purchase in Jesus power. Or
No.
then I don't
Was
think
this not just a spell you bought separately?
Yeah, I thought I bought a. I thought
Yeah,
I
this
could buy
wasn't
spells
part of her
separately.
conflicts. She just bought a spell, and I guess she just put it in her conflicts list.
conflict stage magic level 2. If we don't have a conflict stage magic at level 1, then
I just remember y'all looking at the spell list for 5e, I think, or whatever it was, or some kind of spell list, and y'all found something like that, and we kind of modified it to fit this. I thought it was just a regular spell, but I don't particularly remember.
I thought there was a. Way to buy spells separately.
talents.
I don't have the spells written down anywhere, do I? Oh, no, I do have Jesus Powers level 2 written down twice. There's level 1, though. This is what happens when you give us too many powers, John. We can't keep track of them all.
All I can do
And you
is
want us to do fucking
qualities.
qualities. I can't even remember the name of them.
Allie's having a mental overload.
It's true. It's too much.
That's why I'm going through and reorganizing everything and accounting for everything to get it all where I can handle this now. I gotta get my dice all organized.
I've got Jesus Power level 2 when I spent 60 merit, and then I also have Jesus Power level 2 when I spent 75 merit. And I don't see level 1 anywhere.
Wait, what was the Jesus level 2, the first one? How much merit did you spend?
60 and then 75.
So it should have been maybe that one's like your first and your second purchase for
I
60.
don't know why it's.
Does that make
Does it
sense?
cost 60 to buy the first
No, the
conflux?
first one's 20 and
What?
the second
Yeah,
one's
the first
40.
one's 20. Yeah. So 60 would be the total for level 2. I don't know where the 75 came from, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Maybe that was level 3 and maybe I just didn't write down level 1.
Well, level 3 would be 90, though. I feel like you've been mixing purchases on accident, maybe, because that's the only thing I could think of. Because the stage magic thing was definitely not part of her conflicts. Not that I don't remember, if I remember correctly. I thought it was a separate spell that she purchased as a regular talent because we were trying to find a cheap way for her to make a new like supporting spell. So I think what's happened is just numbers have been put in the wrong spot.
I'm gonna go look at my printer.
Okay, we will take a break from Alan and go back to this scenario we're in.
All right.
Okay.
Let's just say that she exited the room for now.
Yep,
Just
yep.
because, like I said, I don't want this thing to eat her face.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the 1, 2, 3 again.
Excellent.
1, 2, 3, and those the minus 50, minus 60, minus 50.
I give up tonight. I give up on all of tonight.
Here's the first one. That's a failure. Second one, failure.
Dude,
Third one,
I'm
failure.
talking about all this. I forgot pugilist.
Well,
Fuck.
you failed.
Yeah, but I still forgot pugilist. And these were all aimed at its head, since
Yep, for
that's
sure.
its weak point. So, bam, bam, bam.
All right. You have successfully eliminated the target.
Good. That thing was scary. I didn't like that one, Johnny.
Yeah. I was about to take your face, but not today.
Oh no!
That's good.
If I'd bought level 3 before I'd hit one of my pillar thresholds, it would have been 75. So maybe I've bought level 3 already.
Okay, and then
thing
that
you're
would make
getting-
sense.
The issue, Allie, is that the merit cost doesn't double. It's the coin cost. So
What
it's.
does that mean?
I know. I'm silly.
This game, like.
I was trying to incorporate the coins and have them go up. And honestly, that's me learning that it's not a good way to do it. Because it makes things a lot more complicated than they need to be.
Why did
But
this box turn white?
But I just needed to have it
And then you want to
scale.
fucking whatever they're called.
No qualities for you, Allie girl.
Turn on my fucking flashlight.
Oh man. Oh, yeah, I forgot merit cost. Yeah, it's just how much.
It's just the
coinage
coins. Yeah.
Yeah. You just spend more coins, but the actual number stays the exact same.
You buy merit with coins, and then the purchases for merit stay the same.
I can see that happen. I can see maybe
Yeah.
we were wrong, and stage 3 of her conflicts was stage magic, which was the worship god or whatever.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think
that would have
that's what it
cost
was.
her.
So it's gonna cost me a lot more than 90 to do.
It's going to be your fourth purchase, correct? And the reason you called it Jesus power, but really what you were doing is using your conflux on your stage magic, is that's what you did.
Yeah, that kind of rings a bell.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't remember enough to guarantee any of my input on this. I'm just trying to help sort the numbers here, man.
Yeah. It's going to be okay, Allie.
No, it's not.
I believe it will be.
Just gotta do like me and just do a
Okay.
full revamp of your whole character sheet.
I don't think there's any help for me.
I believe in you, Allie. You got it.
Another person to disappoint.
Oh man! All right. So, is there anything around Johnny? Well, there's another one, is there not?
Yeah, you don't know where it is. You don't have science either, do you?
I mean, I have a psi rating now.
Right, but do you have science?
What would it take for me to get science?
5 points of merit.
I will give you my 5 points of merit in exchange for science. How about that?
All right, you can roll for me. Alley Girl is not in the room anymore. She's decided to run away.
I'm gonna say she's run away from her problems.
Yeah, running away from the problem of spending coins.
Would that be like a forbidden?
Nope, it's just a skill.
Well, I know. Would it go in forbidden, linguistics, trade?
Oh no,
common,
no! It's
scholastic?
like literally if you scroll down to the skills.
Oh, I see it. Oh, look at that.
There you go. Now you can roll that for me.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you don't know, unfortunately. You kind of gotta roll me survival here next.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm gonna give you some 6th Sense stuff. Okay.
No.
Okay. You are unaware as this thing goes to slash at you.
Mm.
It hits.
Oh, it hit.
So
roll damage.
Yeah.
I may need Ellie to save me.
21 points, pen 10, as you get hit in the back.
1 damage.
Make me a toughness test, please.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Nice. You're not affected by the toxic tube, so you're fine.
Oh, so this one's got tubes running out of it?
Nope. Just its claws seem to be tainted with something.
Like, all right, you sneaky bitch, and then heal my 1 HP back.
Sounds good. Do a jack smack.
Oh yeah. Towards the first.
Oh,
first,
what?
Johnny.
No.
Yeah, you're not gonna believe it.
I actually not. I should just
I should go on to somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see. That's 7 degrees. 7 successes. Sorry.
I don't have inescapable. I'm pugilist. It's just a fate.
No. It's all about success.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's been so long, Johnny, that I've forgotten. Of course, he rolls better than it, though. All right, well, whatever. Moving on to just beefing his fucking cheeks.
Now the 5's out of the way, so now it's just
I just got one of his good. Yeah, it's whatever. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Oh, okay.
93 next. Oh, 43.
Yeah, close.
Nice.
43. All right,
so let's go minus 30. Minus 30. Here's the first one. Minus 30. That's a failure. Oh no! It's not actually. I apologize.
Wait, both of them passed?
Oh no! It just turned into a whoopsie slide surprise on you there.
Oh really? Well, how so?
He's counterattacking you, and he's going to try.
Oh, he's counterattacking. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Do you know why?
He has counterattack.
Nope, you just got paradoxed.
Oh, I just got paradoxed. Why does this man have the power of paradox?
You don't know his powers, his secret powers, and where they come from.
Does this man absorb our chaos, Johnny? Is this the consequences of our action now?
This isn't chaos. This is something completely different. 87, okay. John. What are you getting with 87? Roll me a willpower test.
Unending Malice. That is actually one I was looking at.
Isn't that the one with the +5, -5?
So -10 to any test that isn't hurting someone else,
right, yeah.
But +10 on any tests to hurt someone.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, I like this.
Lucky you.
And here's my willpower.
Not for you, Zach. This is for Jack.
I know that's still. Oh wait, okay. What?
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm just writing that down.
Oh, he's attacking me with a mind thing.
Yeah, no, he's actually trying to take something from you.
Oh, I swear, if he takes little Jack, I'm going to rip him to pieces.
No. Would you like to reroll that with a fate point?
I should, I'm guessing.
It's up to you.
I should just reroll the 99. I didn't realize this man was Paradox Man.
Yeah, I just rolled a 47 and 74. It's one
Oh,
of those
that
numbers.
one.
Yeah, on the dodging.
Oh yeah. No, I see that now. Well, there's not much more I can do there, Johnny. What's he taking from? What's he trying to take from me here?
Trying to take your face.
He's trying to take my face.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get to dodge.
Not with that one.
Oh, that's unfortunate. My dodging is like my whole thing. So does he take my face, Johnny?
Would you like to re-roll somehow? Would you like to burn fate point?
I would not like to burn a fate point, not particularly, no. But I feel like I should. I don't feel like you just insta kill me, but also
Nope,
I
I'm
feel
not
like
going
I'm
to
a
instant kill you. That's 100% sure. But you're not going to enjoy your current situation.
This is true, and I'm guessing I'm gonna have a hard time killing someone without a face. I do have 3 fate points.
Yep.
But if I get rid of this one, it's gonna be very hard to get a 3rd one again.
Allie could buy her next conflict and have it affecting her companions, but
I feel like Allie's having a mental breakdown right now, so I'm just gonna let her do her.
no, she's doing okay.
She's doing better.
What?
She's recovered.
Recover from the coin loss of sanity.
It's whatever.
You're good.
If she feels like doing her thing, I'll let her do her thing. I'm not gonna exclude her from this combat.
Jack's in a current situation.
She could also just give me a fate point, which I could also burn. Well, no, you can't re-roll the fate point twice. Never mind. I have to burn. Okay, which I'm fine with burning.
I would suggest burning plus 20.
Yeah, so we'll just burn one of those. I'll burn the one I already used.
Okay.
Oh, that's painful.
Would you like to use your boon here?
Definitely not particularly, Johnny. That would be quite unfortunate to use my boon right here. But also, I don't want to lose my face.
Gonna try making him dance again?
Would that help in this situation, Johnny?
It will, if you'd like to try making him dance.
Yeah.
But first, I need you to sense him.
Oh, she can't see him.
Yeah, he snuck up on Jack. So it was
awareness.
Sign of science, please.
That's what you're good at, anyways, right? You're the. Oh, that's unfortunate. What's called 80s?
Fate point.
Sure.
The world just wants me to lose my face.
I think it does. I'm sorry.
The only way you can do that is spend some merit to increase that by 2.
20.
7 and 9, and you. What would that be? That would be 1,600 coins. There's no reduction anywhere. It's just that's what it is from coins to merit.
And if I don't do that, Jack will absolutely lose his face.
If he doesn't use his boon.
I'll have to use my boon. Well, this isn't even... Okay, listen. This is just for you to sense him. You still would have to pass your dancey thing to make...
He would have to pass, right?
It's to make him dance. So it's not guaranteed. So if you don't want to do it, I can just use my boon to reroll. If that's what it comes down to, as much as it would suck. But I feel like if I lose my face, we all 3 die here. What's Mugen doing, man?
What is Mugen doing?
Mugen is making sure Hannah is okay.
That's fair enough. I can burn my boon if we need to, Allie. It's not that big of a deal. It'll suck, but it be how it be kind of deal. Because there's no guarantee that even if you do sense him, if you'll be able to make him dance. So it's really up to you on whether you want to spend the points or not. I'm okay either way.
Just where it's Not certain that I can even do anything.
It would
Yeah,
come
that's
down to the creature passing its willpower. That's all it would come down to.
yeah. So if he rolled a bad willpower, I'd be safe. But if I didn't, I would have to burn.
You won't necessarily die. You'll just lose your face.
I feel like it's going to be very hard to fight someone that I cannot see because I do not have a face.
I don't think so. I think you.
Like I said, if
would.
you don't want to spend the points, that is a-okay. I'll just burn my boon.
Why are you scooching away from me, other girl?
That's my arm was tired.
That's bad.
I don't think there's actually anything I can buy here that would ever boost my willpower by enough for me to arguably be safe. Especially with Little Jack out of commission for a little while.
Which would the second and third check mark and shiny science be?
7 and 9.
So only 1,600.
That's what you're trying to get me to buy in the first place.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It's just the 2 checks would help you sense it, and then you could use your dance power.
I think I've used shiny science like twice in this game.
Just magic detect, pretty much, right? It's magical awareness.
I'm sure it will come in handy the further we get into this campaign where magic is more prevalent. But for now, yeah, we probably won't use it too terribly much, other than like me and John, since we're going to be shiny science away with all of our voodoo magic.
No, I don't really think there's much I can do for you right now. Don't purchase qualities, John. We're not doing it.
They're already there. They're already on the roll 20.
No.
I went through qualities with Allie today, and
Fucking hate this bullshit. Okay, well, you figured it out.
so you're not gonna.
I figured out.
Okay.
Figured it out. I'm sorry. You're.
That's fine. Like I said, I'll just burn my boon. It'd be how it be. All right, Johnny, do I get a big?
Cool. Who knows? I don't know.
I want you to reroll normally.
I don't even get a bonus.
Not for this. Do you have any proficiency dies or anything like that to use here?
I got a might proficiency die, so no.
Okay, alright.
My character isn't exactly the right side of the tree here, Johnny.
No, it's fine. Just re-roll the same test again with no positives or negatives. Okay. So,
No more boon.
what's going to happen is that your boon is going to manifest as a mask on your face.
Nice.
Yep, you can still breathe, everything you can see, but you notice that the mask falls off as the willpower fails. It's on the ground, but it's not broken or smashed or taken per se. It's just
On the ground.
it's on the
Gotcha.
ground. What'd you like to do now?
Well, Johnny, I actually think I have used every possible way to get out of this thing's way, and the god of luck is like, nah.
I guess actually you don't have any more actions here, right? Because you use your 1-2, and what did you have? Another half action, maybe?
Yeah, I'd have a half action at this point.
Can you do
But
1-2 again?
I mean, the problem was not that I have. This is basically a parry, Johnny, or a riposte. at this point.
Yeah, I riposte you. Pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
You.
So it's still my turn technically. He's
correct.
just in the middle of a riposte that
Correct.
I have been just flailing on the ground trying to get out of the way of, and since I didn't get a dodge because he got a 47 and 74.
Yep.
I genuinely just think we have reached the end of anything I can do to get out of the way, unless Gork himself reaches down and puts his hand over my face.
Okay. Let us go to his. He's going to slash at you again. That is a pass.
Well, did you not
You can
take my
dodge here.
face?
You can dodge here.
Well, hold on. What happened to my face?
Your face is fine. I said the mask fell down on the floor.
Oh, okay. So it deflected my thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, does he not get hit with the second punch?
You failed the first one, and then the 47 was a failure, and the 74 was a failure. But because those two numbers turned into something
canceled
new.
out both of them. Gotcha. All right, so we're all caught up. Back to regular
Back to
turn
you.
order.
Back to you.
All right, he's gonna slash at me. I'm gonna do the good old green shuffle.
Cool.
All right, just hit me.
He's going to hit you with the same.
But he's gonna grab my face again. Says it ain't a cut. Oh, it's that. Okay, cool. It didn't hurt me.
Okay. And he is going to ask you nicely to please roll another willpower test.
See that is I don't like that one, Johnny. Dude, I can't pass shit. I'm gonna re-roll this. Holy fuck, dude! I haven't rolled underneath 70.
Sorry.
I guess I could have used my move action to pick up that mask, huh?
I think we should probably just run.
I can't.
We're rolling like crap. We need to leave.
I quite literally cannot leave. He just gets my face, Johnny. I can't do anything.
Would you like to, Allie, can you roll me another Signy Science test?
Yeah.
Awesome.
There you go.
Would you like to use your power this time?
The Dance of Worship?
Mhm.
Yes, I will try that again.
Alrighty.
Please roll like crap.
He does roll like
thank
that.
God.
All right, so re-roll your willpower test as he fumbles with his hands as he tries to take a face.
Does that not like just cancel it out? So you have to hit me again at that point if he missed.
Okay. Let's try that one more time then. That is a hit.
All right,
You
so
can dodge
now I have
this
to
one.
dodge again, which I have a second reaction because of my green shuffle.
I'm feeling
Dude, holy fuck! All right,
Nice.
finally. Okay, don't even roll the damage because my soak is still doubled. So unless he can roll over 40, he's not going to hurt me. Which he can actually. So yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
10, 15, 10, 10.
Which, since it's all soaked in, doesn't matter.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right. As long as he doesn't roll another paradox, we should be good, Allie.
Yeah.
So here we. You know, I don't get my one-on-one bonus anymore. That's fine. Don't need it because I'm actually hit my punches. Nope. Okay. Interesting. Can have hard luck there, Johnny.
You know what you could buy? The hard luck quality.
You're like a salesman, huh, Johnny?
But I'm not.
You know what I could have.
I'm not going to give you a hard luck. That's
you know what I could have done, Johnny.
Yeah.
You know what I could have done, Johnny? I could have used pugilist.
Kind of honestly, I'm just rolling. What's happening.
I hate myself, Johnny. Anyways,
don't hate yourself, man.
Go ahead. I'm
gonna dodge, please.
Yeah.
A 30 is a pass here. With
no, it's a minus 10. I'm gonna pick up that freaking mask and put it on.
Okay, sounds good. All right. The mask is when you look down and pick it up, it's a red mask.
Ooh.
Wherever she goes for a little.
Oh, you're.
All right,
No.
sorry, I'm back.
It was just your mom, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a red mask, and you put it on, and you feel different. It's kind of like a it's kind of like there's something like in this mask. You feel like there's a part of something, but you also feel fighty, like more than usual. Like you feel like you're on top of the world.
This is my big dick energy mask. I see.
This is a new mask for you. I figured since you were going to pretty much use it or lose it anyway, might as well get you something for using your good.
I appreciate that, Johnny.
Um,
In my time of need.
The first thing's going to be pretty simple. It's going to give you an ability die when attacking. It's going to give you a flat plus 10 armor to all parts.
Nice.
And it's going to give you a extra reaction and half action for making attacks. Actually, no, sorry. Just those two things.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's solid.
Yeah.
I'm guessing if this thing tries to take my face, it's going to have to take the mask off first.
Correct.
Nice. That's much appreciated, Johnny. And quite simply makes me even harder to kill, which is always good. That is my turn.
Okay.
It also technically would get an attack of opportunity when I put on the mask.
He's going to try twice. 86. It's a failure.
Oh, thank God that wasn't a 68 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Okay, we're in a much better position now. Now it's his turn, so he gets to attack me anyway.
Yep,
Oh, or was that his turn?
Nope. You said attack of opportunity. I took it.
That's right. There you go.
Swipe.
Have at her.
Swipe. 86 is a failure.
This thing's been giving me trouble, so I'm going to keep doing my green shuffle.
Okay.
I got out of the way. Man, this thing has taken more stamina than any one enemy I have ever fought.
Cancel that last stamina use because he didn't actually hit because of the...
28 would it? Oh, the dancing thing. That's right.
Yeah. And 2 more turns for it.
Aha. You fool. Pugilist.
Yay. Nice.
And watch, that's going to be the only attack I actually hit out of all 3 of these.
Yeah, no, you got him. You got him that time.
Failure.
Pass.
Thank God. I'm hitting his face with the force of God. Oh, yeah, there's my ability die.
Sure, cool.
Just fucking die. I'm going to re-roll the 32 with my weapon skill thing.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
The 68 is a fair amount of damage, and that will be enough to kill him.
I'm going to light him on fire anyways, because I fucking hate this guy. I failed that as well. Whatever, it's dead. I don't care. I don't care if I even gain anything out of this. It's over. That's all I care about. I didn't like this thing.
So yeah, you've cleared out the area, and I think your citizens will be happy, Hannah, as there's no more initial threat to the facility, the faculty, or the subway station.
Let's get out of this shithole.
Freaking sleepy night time.
So, I'm sure Jack might be tired. Hannah, not so much because you're a fucking robot.
Beep.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you have to stand in sunlight for X amount of time per day, though?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I think we
pretty
were
sunny
walking.
up here.
We were also walking through the sun for like the entire journey, so she's like fully charged, and it's only been like a day since we started the siege.
3 days without sun.
I do want to disagree because you took the subway and then you kind of went over the top for like a brief moment.
That's true.
Sun the whole time we were on the roof.
It's true, but you weren't out there for like a certain amount of time to recharge. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, Jack can rest. Recharge.
Okay.
Jack's gonna rest, and then he's gonna go home to his brother because things are easier when his brother's around.
Yeah, I'd like to get the party reunited.
I want to go back to freaking Zach. Zach would have saved me in that situation.
I would have.
You
At the
also-
times where your skills don't match up to the challenge, I can generally help out, and vice versa.
That's the
Mhm.
point.
However, I decided that Zach needs some a boost on his journey, so I bought some qualities. If you take a look,
Yeah. So we got. You're buying Spirit Affinity. With the counterpoint, right? And you bought Spiritual Roots. So there's the quality pair: Spiritual Roots and Corruption. I think Spiritual
Yes.
Roots give you Key now, right?
yes, I have transitioned from stamina to key.
Excellent. And you also
I
bought...
don't know exactly everything that'll give me. I assume it'll work just fine for running my martial arts, but also
Yes.
be available for other stuff.
Yes, it actually it's an improvement to your martial arts by getting that for sure. And Spirit Affinity, when you gain Key, you get extra, I do believe, and you're also neutral or positively aligned to spirits, correct?
I didn't really care too much about the gaining key part. However, I needed the neutral or positive aligned because of my next buy.
Right? Spirit Mentor, of course.
And especially since my personality has just took a very aggressive tilt, I wanted to make sure that I didn't run into a spirit that was going to lead me towards peace and passiveness. Because if a mentor has to be either neutral or positive towards me, they will be fit to lead me down the path that I'm set on.
Of course. Your Spirit Mentor will... what I first had in mind was having it more of a direct interaction with your patron. Or would you like something different?
So I think there's a couple different options. I feel like the most likely and useful thing would be a entity from the warp that just so happens to be a spiritual cultivator of some sort.
Okay.
Who has met with me in my head now that I'm sleeping, because that would open me up to a more direct connection to the warp, especially with how much power, warp energy I've been channeling recently.
The astral plane is good like that.
However, if you think it would be more in setting for it to basically just be like a chance for me to regularly meet with my patron and learn directly from them, that honestly seems too big for the power boost or for the quality.
For the cost.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So you're gonna find a little you're gonna be sleeping and you're dreaming of like you're driving in a fast car. That's what you're doing. You got open highway and you got the sunglasses on. You're fucking popping with the music going on. And in the passenger seat, there's this little goblin, little guy, and he's got this nice blue hat with some stars on it. And he's like,
goblins are a part of our usual of our world at this point. We just think of them as what's it called? Unfortunate orcs.
So, when you gonna stop?
When am I gonna start?
Stop!
Stop!
STP!
Oh.
Yeah!
Oh, I'm not. And then I go faster.
Okay. Kind of looks around and it's like, so, what do you do?
Oh, well, I usually fight things with my brother, but recently I've been kind of, exploring arcane mysteries and corruptive powers, and recently I think it's led me to wanting to hurt things. So I like to hurt things.
But like, why are you driving instead of doing that then?
He's Zach stops and he's like, oh man, that's a good question. And do I have any control over this dream? Any lucid dreaming at all?
Roll me a willpower test.
Okay. No.
So the guy kind of you stop, right? You do like you stop, like stops the
He
car.
stopped his train of thought, and in doing so, stopped the car.
Okay. And the little guy gets out, and he's like, so if you're gonna fight, it's probably gonna be some other time. You know what I mean? But my name's Jerry. Jerry.
Hi, Jerry. I'm Zach, and this is. He looks to the blank right of him.
Yeah. I've been not to pry, but I've heard from the grapevine of the big man upstairs that you're doing a good job. Yeah, God, pretty much like you know, Gorka Morka.
Well, I'm happy to please.
Yeah,
I guess
you're doing a good job, and he likes what he's seeing. So he sent me to say hello.
Well, hello.
Hopefully I can, show you around how to do some crazy stuff. Like what I'm doing right now. I'm just moving in your dream. I'm
dreaming?
Yeah, you're dreaming. And he slaps the car's ass, and it just buckles like a horse, and just you speed off. And then the music's pumping again. You're kind of just having a good time.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd love to learn how to do stuff like this. I've got a brother. You probably know that since you like to talk with God. I would totally sneak into his dreams and just leave little presents in there for when he goes to sleep.
Yeah. So
like horrific monsters. Or
little Jack will be waiting for you, John.
I don't got much time with you right now, but next time we go to sleep, let's go over some of your kind of looks at you and your key. What we can do with that?
My key, yes.
Yeah. You must feel like when you're doing those kung fu's and hoyas, those things.
Oh yeah. I usually just call it like the green juice, but I have in this dream here, I suppose, looking over there, it feels like it more kind of ignited into something cooler. Guess that'd be key.
Yeah. I guess you got some spirit in you, and since you're now contracted with chaos, it's just natural flow of things. Your key's probably going to be special, but at the same time, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'll teach you how to do some fun stuff with it. Not so much the average kind of thing, but what you like to do.
So like I could punch someone and then hit them with a psychic punch from the sky, and then hold them in place with my telekinesis, and then they get hit like 5 times. That sort of thing.
I was thinking like throwing a guy through a portal, and then he just keeps going and going, and he just doesn't stop. He's just in a portal.
That would be pretty cool.
And then like once he's like in there for like 10 minutes, you could punch him, and then he'd be going so fast from the hit, he just wouldn't know what to expect. But anyway, we can talk about that. We can talk about that a different time. I got places to be, and so do you. As he kind of flicks your head and you wake up.
Bye, Jerry. He yells out as he wakes up. Then he looks around.
Your 8 hours is up. You had some good dreams. Good night's sleep. Remove your fatigue.
I call the boss lady with my crystal, I guess,
Yeah,
or my
sure.
cell phone, whichever
Yes,
one we
cell
use to
phone would probably be
communicate.
the easiest one to do.
Are they 8 hours up, or is this me in the future here?
This is you in the future.
Then I will let those guys catch up.
Allie, can you hear
You
it?
two got 8 hours
Yeah.
to burn.
You guys got some time to burn.
So how long does it take me to soak in the sun?
What did we decide? Was it 4 hours? It's been a long time since you had to do that, that's for sure.
It has been like the same day for like 5 sessions.
It's
5 or
true.
6.
Thought it was 3
Been
hours.
the
3 hours
same
in the
day
sun a day.
for, like half a
A
year.
Yeah.
This is one of those slow sessions. We'll finish in about 10 more years.
Sounds good to me.
I think Allie will have a mental breakdown before then. Because Johnny's
Imagine your
possibly.
character sheet
Very possible.
5 years from now. Hey
Imagine-
guys, do you remember back in 2021 when I first bought this Conflux?
Remember what it does at all? Did you have it written down?
That's somewhere in the 7 character sheets I have currently.
You know what
to
I'll
keep
do? I'll just
everything
go back in the
organized.
sessions and we can chat. I'll talk to you next week.
See you guys in a month. Oh god. Allie, I also hate to inform you, but I've started reading the qualities.
No.
They're pretty good.
The heavyweight one is looking quite tempting.
Oh, I'm actually going to say no to that one. The reason is because I already gave you heavyweight.
Oh,
I already
so
talked
Gonna
to him
put
about
this,
it.
this
Yeah.
shit in front of me at us and not even give it to us.
I already gave it to him.
oh,
It was just it was in the past.
dang, yeah, no, that's why I was gonna get it. But I will be buying Practice Perfect, or Perfect Practice Makes Perfect, since I'm the one character.
Yeah, for sure.
When you get
Anyways.
it. Remember, you can only buy
I have no
Quality
idea
Star
how these.
1,
I
then
have
Quality
no
Star
idea how
2.
these work. So I'm gonna talk with this after the session.
You can read it all. It's pretty
Sorry,
straightforward.
Allie, don't explode on me. All right, so 3 hours in the sun. You take your cat nap. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Jack has gone to sleep, I do believe.
At some point during the night, you just hear him go, "I'm Jack, I'm Jack."
You guys, do you guys like go to the dorms to sleep, or do you find like a couch, or how's the?
I go back to TV Man's head.
Yeah.
House.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
You guys bunk, and Mujin Lee and Hannah will go find the Mr. Silco and maybe get the boss lady's the old king's place of sleep, or do you want to like find your own place?
I don't need to sleep. I'm a robot. I charge in the sun.
You cherish in the sun. Mujin Lee, you should probably sleep though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he can figure himself out. He's
He'll
a
figure
purple
himself
machine.
out. You're right. He don't need no. Yeah, no, that's fine. So as they're sleeping, Hannah, you get a notification about the next scenario.
Okay.
What did I say before? It was 48 hours before the. Let's go to. What's going to happen is that there is a new notification for you, and there is a notice of that there's 48 hours to collect 20 flags. 20 to make your flag black. Pretty much what it's saying.
How many flags do I have now?
You need 20 stations total.
Stations do I have?
Let's jump over to the map.
I thought we only gave away like just enough so that we had enough. I thought it was 10.
I think it's a different scenario.
This is different now.
So we have to go fight
Did main character Sema get his shit?
He got his stations. It's true. Yeah. Correct. You need 9 more. Now, there's multiple ways to go get more, but the might be the easiest way is to.
But it's not like we have to get a station per day.
Yeah, 48 hours.
48. Well, yeah, I guess we have to get like 4 stations a day.
But it's not the end of the world because there's multiple ways to get flags or the stations, right? Like you did the first time when you killed the king, right? King of 1,000 Voices.
Man, we would have just had to take over 1 if we hadn't given all those ones to the main character guy.
And that makes your flag black, and that's kind of what you need in order to do this thing. And the
how long will it take us to get back to home base to collect Jack?
It will take you. Depends on which way you go. Do you want to go above ground or you want to go through the subway again? How about this? How about you roll me a navigate surface? One for both, and then I can give you information that way. Okay, there's one. That will be for the top side. And that will be for below.
Can't go anywhere today, guys. I'm rolling too bad.
This was just for time estimates. This is all that.
Well, isn't Mugen the navigator? He has the map.
He's sleeping. I'll go ask somebody.
Okay.
We could always wait for him to wake up as well.
Is there like a front desk, a reception kind of?
You want to just go talk to?
Where's the principal guy?
Yeah, you want to go talk to Silco?
Yeah.
My lady Hannah, how can I be of service?
Oh, I hate that. Please don't call me that. Just call me Hannah.
Hannah. Yes.
We're trying to get from point A here to point B, which is Osaku.
I see.
And I would like to find the most immediate direct way there.
All right, that'll be not too odd. Let me think about it for a sec.
Yeah, he actually already pointed us in the direction, but I guess he just forgot.
He's had a moment of dementia.
He's like, it seems I slipping my mind, and I apologize for that, Miss Hannah.
Is there anybody else I could ask?
My secretary, I'm sure. Susie, can you come over here for a second?
No.
Yes, headmistress. Mister. Sorry.
She doesn't know anything either.
What's going on? My
Oh god.
my king has requested some information, and I'm having trouble. I was hoping you could assist. She is trying to get from point A to point B. Okay. So do you guys have a No, just let me check here. She'll go on her phone and kind of point up travel times on uh, Google Plus, and yeah, she does. She was like, "All right, I can't connect to the internet here." So yeah, let me bring out the map. Yeah. I think we need to go this way, and if you want to go above ground, I think it would be the fastest route, especially now that the fog's lifted.
Okay.
Fog is lifted. Oh, that's quite convenient. You don't see any more monsters. Not from my reports. It seems that everything's fine.
Maybe we could just grab a vehicle and drive there.
Yeah, we can use the garage. There's lots of vehicles there. Would you like a driver?
We're gonna need like a truck.
Need a truck?
Nah, I can drive.
Really? Can you not?
We've got navigate surface.
You got
and
that?
I can talk with the car.
Well, make sure you get an electric one. Make sure you
I
get
can
one that
throw
has
the car.
one that drives.
He can throw the car.
All right.
Fine. No, we'll take a driver.
Okay. So you want to wait?
Fucks up, I blame you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I gotta wait for Mugen and...
I mean, I
What
can
do you
sleep
guys
in the
need?
car.
Yeah, sleep in the car. Fuck.
So 3 hours and a bit into your beauty sleep, Jack, you get woken up by Mugen Lee, and he's like, "Come on, man, come on, man, we got places to be. Let's go."
Okay.
The sister has found us a way back to your brother.
New sleep spot. Come.
We'll lead you out to the car where Hannah, the adorable cat lady, is waiting for you guys.
Is it a truck? Is it a car? Where am I going to sleep in this thing? Because I'm probably too big to fit in it.
It's just like a huge electric hippie van.
Is that what it is?
1D100. See what kind of feel it is.
Come on, there's got to
'Cause
be
if
tons of cars.
If it's a truck, I can sleep in the bed. If it's not, I'm gonna have to
I'm waiting for Allie's one here. It's gonna be grand.
I have to rip out some of the back seats.
He's been waiting for one for so long.
I do not want to use my one on this one.
Oh my god! You've got your hippie
Allie
van.
rolls. I do not want to use my one on this one.
Fuck off.
God.
You've now made a best friend. Listen, this car is going to be your best friend, all right?
It's gotta be.
Gonna get eaten by a monster.
Nah, it's too good for that. It has
It's
its
gonna be a
own personality.
Lamborghini.
Yeah, a Lamborghini that
No,
just
you
happens
gotta,
to be an interdimensional pocket as well.
You got a Batmobile.
Yeah, I want my car to have its own AI.
Just have to take
Johnny
this in
doesn't
for a
even know what to
sec.
do with. Yeah, I'm gonna say Johnny was just goofing.
I'm gonna have like an AI supercar.
You find the personal vehicle
AI
of the
hippie
Queen of
man.
1,000 Voices.
That's what you were looking for.
So, Hannah, what happens when you roll one?
I think you get some merit, don't you?
Something.
You get an achievement.
Oh, yeah, that. Well, sometimes you get an achievement, not always.
Yeah, one time I got somebody hunting me to kill me.
1d100. No.
You also get what you
Never
asked
rolling a 1 on 1d100. Gain 1 influence. When you roll a triumph, you can trade it for 1d5.
All right, you've gained 1 influence. And you are going to get the should I do this is the question. You're going to get improvement on your first. Luck tests are now 60 or less.
Oh, that's pretty good. Now the moment we've all been waiting for. The car.
Alright. So it's a military vehicle, actually. It has 6 wheels. It's an APC. Pretty large. Can actually fit Jack inside and have
Nice.
space for other things. The headmaster Silco will bring you guys over and say, we acquired them after the military was quickly disbanded here.
Sus,
Johnny,
but
I'd like
okay.
to make an argument to say that this car is in fact solar powered, so that we do not have to continuously look for fuel. Since
Yeah,
this
it
is a
should
one.
be solar power, AI, Black Ops kind of.
It is, yes, electric. AI? No, it doesn't have an AI, but there's lots of electronics inside. I'm sure you could.
Got a one.
Allie.
I want a friend.
Allie, you literally have technomancy. You can just talk to the fuck. You talk to it.
It's natural. Everything has AI.
I want it to be ready for combat. I want it to be self-directed.
Yeah, you can get that. No? Oh, I mean, you could invest merit into this thing, but you don't need to. You can just, invest time into it.
Also, you
RP.
are driving it towards the tech specialist. Everything that it has now is its baseline before you
That's
hand it
true.
to Sid. And if you say, Sid, your project is this car for the next month, after getting it out of a 1,
It's got
Yeah.
20 projects, and we've been on the same day for a year.
It's not true. It's not.
Been 2 days.
Don't do that to me, Allie. No. All right.
The bike thing's really good by itself either way.
So you drive back, and it's going to take you about 4 hours to get there.
Rest of the sleep I need.
Getting through the debris is not much of an issue with the APC. Just kind of just goes through it. Any vehicles in the way. And then roll me a 1d100 for encounters. Both you and Jack, please.
Jack's asleep.
There is smooth sailings.
I could run into something in my dreams. I already have.
It's true.
No, perfect 50 basically. Nothing happens.
Jack, you're woken up during your sleep.
I'm upset.
Yep, and you can't seem to get back to fall asleep.
Oh, this is infuriating. I miss Jack too much, or Zach too much. That's probably what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So do I lose 1 fatigue instead of my total of 2?
Correct.
Dang. I pout the rest of the way.
Look in my preacher.
Okay. You guys make it back to the station, and sorry, I'm still taking in that one alley roll. That
is hilarious.
And you park outside. It's the first time being back in Seoul with there not being this weird mist around, so it's kind of like, all right, this is pretty good. And I do believe, Hannah, have you told Jack and Mujin about the new scenario for you?
No, I was just like, let's go, let's get in the car. We're going.
Places to be. All right. So
I
make
feel my
back.
mental ping once we get in range with Zach again, and I can hear his heavy breathing in my mind, and all is well.
Yep. Actually, I think Mr. Zach has an hour until these guys get here. So if you wanted to do some downtime stuff.
No, Zach's waking up right now.
Oh yeah, I guess no, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm about to go people's elbow him. He's waking up either way.
Oh,
I figured he would be up since like when he.
Oh yeah, he went to sleep when we started fighting. So about an
Exactly.
hour of fighting, about an
Yeah.
hour of driving, or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, either way, Zach's awake.
yes. As
I'll
I'm
be-
waiting for them to show up, as I said, I called as soon as I woke up, and they were like, "Yeah, we're on the way." I will sit down and take a look at my system and system messages and stuff, because I haven't done that since the campaign started.
That is true. I guess I could have done that on like the rest of the ride home, huh?
Do I have any interesting mail?
You have some advertisements for things in the shop.
Oh?
Yep.
I didn't know the system had ads.
Yeah, of
Bro, I need
course.
Sid, install ad block right now. Mine's just a whole bunch of different rocks.
You have some messages from your patron.
What's it say?
Besides the normal, like, paying you pretty much for every session, he's like, so Zach, I know you're doing a good job, and I want you to keep it up. So, I've sent you something. Someone special to me.
Jerry?
His name's Jerry. And he's going to be your new guide.
Oh,
For the future,
yeah.
for the future, of course.
Yeah! I could use some direction. It's not my strongest suit.
So I do want you to know that this isn't a back and forth conversation.
Oh no, Zach is just
Yeah,
speaking out loud
Perfect.
to himself as he reads
I
this.
figured. I just wanted to double check. And he's also going to give you a little bit of a warning for the upcoming stuff. But he's also like, when things get tough, just get tough, right? So, good luck.
Will, yeah. All right, that was a nice little pick me up. Got to talk to. I'm gonna just have Zach associate his patron with God now, and like the Christian God that he worshipped in Texas.
You are what you
I
preach.
forgot we're from Texas.
So
God's awesome.
yeah, he just gives a thumbs up to the sky and goes out to meet the incoming people.
All right. Thumb up to the sky is going to give you 100 coins. A little donation.
Nice. That makes me 146 coins total.
Congrats.
I needed it.
Don't worry, I'll probably be broke by the end of this session too, John.
All right, you get a little mental ping from your brother as he's kind of like within range, and
You just hear, "Oi, incoming, you cunt!" And then you turn around. I'm there, and I'm gonna punch you.
I am gonna attempt to. Hey, So if I am trying to use my redirecting portal on his fist to hit it at him,
yeah,
does that count as an action taken to hurt someone? Because it's all one roll. It's not like there's the defensive roll and then the offensive roll. On my part, it's just one roll.
I'm just trying to understand what you're trying to say, John.
You remember I got the corruption, unending malice. I get a +10 to rolls to hurt people and a -10 on everything else.
All right, so you're trying to redirect to hurt him.
Yeah.
So therefore, yes.
All right,
Awesome.
that's a minus. Does this count as a duel? I mean, it's just 1-on-1, supposedly.
This would be a one-on-one fight for you guys.
All right, minus 60, John.
All right. And I have a little bit of bonus. +2. Rolling it with that. It has a -10 inherit. So that is a -40. 95. You punch me. And that is going to be
Half damage, so 25 damage.
25 damage, which my armor turns into 13, which is enough to knock me out.
All right,
Another loss.
Get your one punch, John.
Oh wait, I do get one punch, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use the. Oh, it's just a normal punch, isn't it? I can't
Yeah.
use anything special.
No.
I'm gonna hit you with the singular Zack Smack.
Jack's gonna go, oh, I missed the way your face squishes. Yeah, pick you back up.
Ouch.
Yeah, I regen back to awakeness relatively quickly, and just grumble to myself, "I'll get you with that one day."
If you guys are done, we gotta start punching now.
Wait, who are we punching?
I like punching things.
We are going to go punch.
So the peeps are gonna come to you and congregation and be like, "Sister, you're finally back! Oh, thank."
Hey, shut
Yeah,
up! She's
like
telling us who we're
devices.
punching.
It was like a full 24 hours. It's crazy.
We've missed you so much.
Crazy day.
So it's gonna be like, so how was it? You doing okay?
It was good, but we got to go. I've got 48 hours to take over 9 more stations.
I guess that's somewhat my fault. I apologize.
No. You did what you did for the family, and now I'm gonna do what I do for the family. Actually, it's mostly gonna be Jack
Silence. Silence.
So, do you know where you need to go?
I think we're probably going to go to
Northeast would be my suggestion, past Yungbong, because there's a whole bunch of stations there, and only one station in the way that we've already conquered.
True.
Yaksu or one.
Just Simon.
Either of these two. I'm gonna roll a 1d2 to decide.
I actually wouldn't head west or northwest or north in general, because I don't know how many of those stations are going to be considered main character territory.
There's also something I'm forgetting to tell you, because it's not on the normal handout I do, and I should have had that ready for you. There's actually a destination for the Battle of the Kings.
We can just go straight there.
Okay, so Takeover 9 Stations wasn't Takeover 9 Stations at all. It was a Tandem Battle Royale.
It's 10 Battle Royale, but you need those 20 stations, the Black Flag, in order to participate.
Oh.
So we should start heading towards the Battle Royale and conquer 9 stations on our way there.
Okay, where's the Battle Royale? That would have been really useful to know before we'd got in the car and drove here.
It would have taken. Yeah, it would have taken forever for Zach to get to us.
We could have incorporated it into our planning.
You're actually going north anyway.
Okay, where are we going?
You are. It's in this direction towards the station up here.
So all the kings are going to congregate right here.
Yeah, but it's actually above ground. It's at a museum that most of the people are going towards.
Sid, how would it take you to build a really big bomb?
Excuse
bomb?
me?
I could
work,
make something
Ellie.
up.
I mean, it's a nice thought, but I don't think anything
You-
less than a nuke would
you-
take them all out.
You blew up a university by throwing a guy through the wall. If we get some actual equipment in here...
No. That was God smiting that station.
I believe in you. You can do it.
So, from what I've been learning so far from these guys, is that a lot of them have, like, it's more magical damage I need to do in order to actually, like, go through their shielding and stuff.
I wonder what would happen if I threw my
Car? It would hurt.
So, a magic bomb, then.
Yeah, maybe Mugen Lee could help you out with that.
Oh God! Don't get
Mugen,
Mugen
here's your
involved.
wallet.
Agitech thermonuclear explosive. Mugen, start pulling.
Right, I'm looking for
God.
something good, and I'll let you do it, Christian. Actually,
Why am I doing this?
I've already used up all
Alright.
my luck. Magitech.
100.
Oh,
4.
it's 4.
There you go. I can't. Fuck. God, I can't. When I play the character, I can't pull jackass. But fucking yeah, okay.
Oh,
I appreciate that. Thanks. I can use that those rules for something different. So he pulls out an explosive device. Sister, this is what you're looking for, right?
Yes, thank you.
All right. It is a bomb.
He can tell you exactly what kind of bomb it is because he has the freaking scanner thing.
Hannah holds it like it's a gross stinky diaper.
You're just gonna pass it off to someone else.
Does it look
Somebody looks
throwable?
ready to receive it.
It definitely looks football sized. I bet you could do something.
Ooh.
JK, it doesn't look football sized at all. It's like it's like a crate. It's like the size of a crate.
Throwable?
Throwable for sure. Which is gonna be like, I think we should put that in my bag until we actually got to use it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. That thing does work like that, doesn't it?
I'm gonna get Mugen to put it away.
All right.
By the way, that was the exact tool we were looking for, by the way.
You're looking
It's
for
a
a bomb.
magical thermonuclear explosive.
It's not a thermonuclear explosive. It's a bomb.
Darn.
What? I liked John's idea better.
Oh my fuck! I'm not gonna give you a thermonuclear explosive.
We already got
Because-
a rail gun. We
Because
don't
you
need.
will also be dead in the explosion.
No.
I
That's
won't.
true.
Love it all. Okay.
I'll be fine.
Radiation would still kill you.
I got bulwark, man.
I'm a robot ghost. Excuse me.
You're the only one
Radiation
who died,
is
John.
still going to affect you. It's going to affect
I
your
can buy-
electronics.
Oh, okay, so I'd be fine.
Okay. Well, let's get in the car, find the highest
I feel
building
like-
close to the area, and, do
Wait,
our
we're just
thing.
gonna we're just gonna nuke. We're not even gonna go there. We're just gonna.
We're just gonna.
We still gotta collect the flags.
You can collect the flag from the person you kill.
We'll be nearby.
Wait, so you want me to throw this crate at one? We're
No, this
listen now.
we're throwing the crate here. We're getting in the car. We're driving over here, and then we find a nice tall building nearby. We go to the top and we throw the bomb down and watch the fireworks.
Okay, but are we doing this whenever all the kings gather up for like the fight, or like right now?
It's gonna take us a bit to get there.
Oh man, this is just straight up terrorism.
You can roll me a navigate surface to figure
It's-
out the time.
For the family.
You have to know that this isn't gonna work on the most powerful, like 20
we're just,
people in the
we're
city.
just gonna piss them off, and then they're all gonna gang up on us and kill us because we just
But
bombed
this way
them.
we don't have to bother with the little guys.
We don't. We still gotta collect the flags before we even find out what the next scenario is when we get there.
It's true. We do have to take over 9.
We can listen.
But
If we
I
hit
mean,
this,
if we
this-
got there and we killed some people and grabbed their flags, it'd probably add up to 9 pretty fast. Do you want to just ambush people on the way in?
I will. I'm going to have to put my foot down just slightly because although Jack and Zach do
You're just
like
jealous 'cause
violence,
I got something cool from the bag.
Oh no, that's not it. I'm excited to use it, but also our characters are built around fighting, and this is not fighting. This
I like this thing that we've got going here, but we need a few more steps in the plan.
Yeah,
rather than getting excited
Okay.
immediately and using it.
Yeah,
like we're
this,
definitely going to put this into place because it's a
yeah.
cool super magic explosive that will be useful. But just carpet bombing the area that we know we're eventually going to have to go to is probably not the most solid plan. Just
I want to carpet bomb it. Okay, let's drive to the area.
Mhm.
We'll ambush some people while we wait for people to come in. And then you guys can stay at the bottom and punch things, and I'll go to the roof and throw the bomb.
You can't throw.
I'll like strap it to a magic missile or something.
That's not how that works.
Okay, Allie, I do like your plan of stealing the flags of one of the kings driving in, though.
We get that's a good idea. It's gonna be a hard fight, but we can definitely do it, and it would make it easier than us going to one John Stimmy.
Step 1.
But we only need to collect
I got this bomb. I'm gonna use it.
I want you to know that these are not like highways. It's just like the subways.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
There will be better paths to go, but I still do want navigate services from Allie, whoever is going to do the directions. Mugen Leaf will assist.
One thing that we need to do before we go any further, though, who has the best sensory abilities on the team or among all of our cult? Because we're going to need someone with really good sensing abilities in order to set up this ambush. Otherwise, we're just going to be like posted up, and people are going to
Otherwise, we're just going to be standing in the middle of the road, like, "Hey, you a king? Don't you lie to me."
I'll ask Melon Girl who would be best at that.
I think Mugen Lee is.
Mugen Lee is very equipped for navigation.
He's equipped for a lot of things.
He is the jack of all trades.
Does he have like a power scanner?
Yeah, he has the over 9,000 scanner. You roll the 1.
Yeah.
And,
really?
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's after I gave up the character, of course.
Okay. So we're going to have Mugen post up at the highest building we can find, along with Jack.
Huh?
And Mugen is going to over 9,000 everyone he can find. And whenever he sees, like, oh, that guy's king class, we'll have Jack throw the thermonuclear explosive directly at the guy. Or not the thermonuclear, just the big bomb.
That would guarantee our 9 flags. But Allie, do you want to... I don't think saving it for the king battle is the correct play. I feel like that would be a waste of it. I feel like this is a good fast pass to make sure we get all of our flags.
What if we get the one guy who is immune to our bomb?
We totally could.
Yeah.
That's a risk of this plan.
Listen, you just gotta
We find a big huddle of them and just throw it in.
Yeah, but okay, think about this.
What
if there's
2 guys?
4
Let's
of them?
2 guys fighting and throw it at 2 guys at least.
Find 2 guys fighting.
Yeah.
I feel like this bomb is going to be more useful for clearing the minions and weakening him, but I do not feel like this thing's going to kill any king.
Actually, wait a minute. We know it won't kill any king because Johnny said that they're all kings, including you, now that you've finished this quest, have the power to basically become immune to a lethal attack.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I'm saying. Is this thing is only going to be useful for clearing out all of his goons that are with him. After that, we will have to fight him.
That's correct.
I still want to throw it at more than 1.
If we can find two of them fighting,
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
I will throw it at two of them fighting, but you got to remember, then me and John have to fight the both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's two of us. We're basically king class ourselves. We just didn't want to lead anything.
I mean, listen, I'm not afraid of a fight. I'm cool with it. I'm just laying all of the information out there before we just go gung ho carpet bomb. Haha.
That's pretty fair. Yeah, for sure.
Which is strange with me being Jack and all, but here we are.
So let me go over the current plan with both you, Christian and Allie really quick to make sure you guys both agree and to make sure I'm on the same page. We are going to drive from Oksu to around Dongmyo, where the king battle is going to take place. We are going to post up on a tall building there. We're going to have Mugen power scan everybody who's coming in close until we find someone king class. We're going to kill them.
Two people fighting.
Preferably two people fighting, yeah? We're going to kill them with or without the use of our big explosive, get our 9 flags from them, and then have Allie go participate in the king battle.
And that's all we can't help with the king battle, John. All we can do is get her enough flags to hopefully put her over everybody and get an advantage. But that's literally all we can do for her in this king battle, I'm pretty sure. Because we are not kings. We are, unless you can use her peasants or her little pieces. If that's the case, then we'll be good. But we'll just have to see.
No, right? That's what I hear too.
So, Allie, you're good with that plan? It all sounds good? You don't want to add anything?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So,
All
Johnny,
right.
drive... Oh, yes, we need someone to make the navigate surface to see how long it'll take us to get from Oksu to Dongmyo.
That was Mugen as well, and he rolled a 39.
Yep. I said it'll
so-
take you about, from what he thinks, it will take you about 4 hours, depending on what you guys roll for random encounter, it will determine.
This is true.
And,
Yes.
Allie, does Hana tell us when this battle is going to start? Like, what kind of time limit we have before you need to have 9 flags?
Yeah, it said 48 hours.
Okay, I missed that. My
It's
bad.
also less than that now because we drove for 4 hours.
44
Okay.
hours.
So that's plenty of time for us to get posted up, and we might wait there for like a whole 24 hours on that building, because I doubt any of the kings are going to be that close before they absolutely have to be. For the very
One
reason
thing
that...
we're not taking into consideration is what if somebody comes to Oksu to take over our station because they need 9 flags?
And they'll have to get through the minions, of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
but no offense to our minions, but they ain't no Jack and Zach.
They're actually doing pretty good, at least the ones that Allie has for apostles, right? Because they
I
get...
shall ask the strongest one to punch me before we leave.
Wait. Before we do that,
No.
also, we've given a lot of like WA boosts to our faction.
Oh, that's true. We have 2 WOG boosts. Well, I don't think anybody actually got the WOG boost, did we?
We haven't
I
even really
believe-
gone over that. Like, we
Yeah,
haven't
Johnny
rolled
hasn't rolled for it.
Yeah,
Oh.
it hasn't really had
Oh.
to come up. That's the reason why we've done it.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. I trust them.
Yeah, if they can, at the very least, run it, everyone screaming "Wah" and get big bonuses, that will be enough for them to defend the capital, if nothing else.
All right. Well, then, I say good plan. I like throwing stuff. I like punching stuff, and this plan has me throwing and punching stuff.
All
right.
3 of you roll me random encounter roll.
Also, Johnny, while we're driving, I would like to check messages from good old Gork since I haven't actually done that since session start either.
Sure.
Oh,
I
two single
ruin it.
digits. You really did.
While Jack's distracted with checking his messages, Hannah and Zach, you guys are on your way, and you see... There's no fights or anything in the way. What you guys do notice is some makeshift settlements have been popping up. People are starting to conjugate together. And you also notice that there are people that... what's the wording here? You see people in cages.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
kinky.
You don't really have an idea, but you guys are driving past, and the road's pretty clear. So you make it in about 3 hours compared to taking 4.
I would like to do something on the drive over since it's we're going to be just sitting around for 3 hours.
Sure.
I'd like to experiment a little bit with my new resource pool, see if I can start finding out some of the differences between it and stamina. Like, can I send the equivalent of a point of key out of my finger?
Why don't you roll me an influence test and a science test to kind of feel out your key as you kind of try to push
I
it
guess
out.
you're pointing
Unfortunately,
this at
these are
me.
both at -10 because they're not hurting people. That's a pretty crippling negative right there. So -10 on that and -10 on science. Actually, I get a bonus to my science.
You got stuff. It's true.
Where are you at? Force fists, no rating. Okay, here we go. I get an ability die and a second ability die. 1, 2.
All right, you can re-roll that. Well, actually, roll your thing first.
Yep. Science.
You get a plus 10 as well.
Oh, I do get a +10, so that negates the penalty.
Yep.
Oh,
You can use your 2 degrees to re-roll.
nice.
Do you want to eat it or do you want to re-roll?
Well, I forgot about that. I'll eat it.
Eat it.
I'll eat it.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So you notice when you try to push it through, you don't really have the capability to do it right yet. You feel it in your body from the science test, and you kind of understand that you've made the change, or at least your body's adapted through the system. But
Mm-hmm.
What the degree of success is going to tell you is that you're missing out because how you usually use your ki, or your stamina in this case. You weren't doing an attack, you weren't doing any of your martial arts, there's no movement throughout the body in a planned direction. It was just, I'm trying to force it through without any purpose.
Wasn't enough violence. I get you.
Yeah, there was no martial arts used to activate it. If you would have tried using one of your martial arts skills, though, that would have been a completely different scenario.
Okay, I'll think about that in the future. For now, I do have one more upgrade I need to look at. This is going to be Corrupting Influence. So if I'm touching or being touched by a type of magic, I can attempt to turn the magic into chaos magic with an influence roll. Does ki count as magic for those purposes?
Sure.
So if I wanted to, I could directly convert my ki points to chaos magic with an influence roll.
I would allow it, but do you want to do that to your ki?
I have no idea what it would do. I'm just for the future noting the capabilities and possibilities here.
I'll let you think on the ramifications of doing so.
Okay, that's all I wanted to do. I just needed to do that. Okay, we're done driving.
All right,
think.
I'm gonna go with good old not Mujin, Jack for a sec because he was checking his messages.
Sure.
You also get the same sorts of ads. There's a ad for a what's it called? The Revelations. It's about like I think it was 1,000 coins currently in the shop. Pretty
What's
pretty
what's
high.
it, what's it what's it do?
It's called the Book of Revelations. It's a series about a post-apocalyptic encounter.
I go, man. The ad system here sucks worse than Google. At least I got interesting ads. Where's my rocks?
You also get a message from your patron,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to be like, "Keep up the good work." All right. Actually, I'll do it in the. You're doing a fine job. I really like what you're doing. Keep smashing things,
Mm-hmm.
throwing things,
Yes, yes.
and hopefully you can become as big as me someday.
I do like to be big.
And that's all you get.
I mean, I am the better of the two brothers, so he's obviously pleased. I'm surprised Gork didn't or Mork didn't mention, hey, also you're kind of getting your ass beat by my brother's guy, but it's whatever. Just better, it is what it is.
You guys are quite entertaining for your patrons, so there's no
No complaints.
no complaints.
Nice.
All right, so you
I
guys
will mention this book to some of the smarter people, such as Ali and Mujin, because I will say out loud, "What is this fucking book? Do I look like I can fucking read?" I'm gonna show it to Mujin. I guess I can't.
No.
I'm gonna tell Mujin, you getting these stupid ads for this fucking book? It's called Revelations or something. It's like 1,000 coins for a damn book. That's like so much punchy juice.
Yeah, my thing's a little different, I suppose. It's like I have the shop, but I don't have the shop because I don't have a patron.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You
I
weird.
don't really tell people about it too much. I guess that's the real reason.
Yeah.
I'm not special like you guys, I suppose.
It's probably because you can't punch that good. If you want, we can tussle and I can teach you how to punch.
I'm gonna make a hard pass on that, thanks.
Come on. We can go right now.
He's seen one too many people turned into paste at the end of your fists.
It's not his first rodeo around you guys, for sure.
Zach has survived every punch that I have hit him with.
Only if there's a reason why that happens.
He doesn't know that.
Good old brotherly love.
Anyway.
Anyways, on to Allie.
Is there anything you want to do during this 3-hour drive?
It's 3-hour drive. Nah, I'm gonna in the windshield as a cat and soak up some more sun.
Okie dokie.
Maybe I'll look for messages from my patron.
Alright. He is going to say that there's a book on the market right now. It's quite interesting. It's giving a pretty good play-by-play what's happening so far. And it's almost like how you're doing with your streaming, in a sense. Giving a lot of personal details of the events that are happening as we're watching. There's a lot of things that, at least from my sources, are true, but there's also things of future events that the place you're going to now has foretold, I suppose.
This is the Revelations book.
It's the Revelations book, yeah. You don't need to buy it, but I just want you to be wary of it.
It's 1,000 coins.
1,000 coins, yeah.
Buy it.
Okie dokie.
I'll be the one who buy the book. Okay.
It's not a digital book.
What?
It's not a digital book. It's a physical copy.
Okay. Does it like
Oh.
appear to me?
Yep.
Okay. What's it saying about the upcoming event?
It talks about artifacts and treasures that can be found in the museum that you're going to.
Okay.
And it points to this sword. It's a SSS class sword.
Hey guys, I think the place where there's gonna be the most people to punch, is gonna be this museum.
Ooh.
Wanna go?
I
Is it
actually
people
quite
punch?
enjoy museums.
Is it like
Yeah.
on the way to where we're going? Because I'd be happy for a detour. Or is it the place where the fight is going to happen?
It's not at the location for the gambit.
But it's nearby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy to take a detour. I'm not really a sword guy.
No,
We
if
could
they
totally
had some
split.
nice gloves. That would be nice.
Mugin's a sword guy, isn't he? We can get the sword from Mugin.
Mugen's just
I
a
can't
guy.
believe you're not willing to like immediately just sell it and let Mujin die.
Yeah, no, that's actually that's a good point.
Mugin's my brother. We take care of each other. You guys should know this by now.
Huh.
How's the printer doing?
Okay.
Looking better than before?
Yeah, John, your character didn't even mention that I got a mask now.
Could I get some water too?
I didn't know.
Yeah, I got a
Will you
mask.
get me some water too? Okay.
I had to burn my boon to not get my face ripped off.
Well, now you've got a mask. What's it
Okay.
do?
It gives me an ability die when attacking, and plus 10 armor everywhere, and makes me a little bit more violent.
I got more violent too while we were separated.
Yeah, it's a red mask.
It's eventually going to cover your whole body and turn your skin red. You know that, right?
I
Yeah,
get
no, I'm
violent
excited
when
for
we're
that.
not separated.
That'll make me fast.
That's true, Allie. I'm sure the next time that you're separated, you're going to be more violent too. I mean, I imagine you came out of that whole crystal experience more violent as a whole.
I would argue that Allie is the most violent one out of all of us.
I think that would be a tough sell. I'm going to be
Listen, man,
honest.
we may commit violence, but she encourages it. Like we have our limits. We're not just gonna go carpet bomb somebody. We're gonna give them at least a fair fist fight. We don't do anything unless
Is it
directed.
really a fair fist fight if your fists are the size of freight cars?
I'm just slightly larger than you guys.
I'm pretty sure that
you're.
Oh,
Yeah.
and damage. Listen, if they aren't strong, that is their fault. I still approached them, said, "Hey, we are going to fight," and then we fight.
All right, let's have a fair
If
mental
they're
battle
too
really
weak
quick.
to survive
Let's go,
one
John.
Carpet bomb, that seems fair too.
You doubt my mental prowess with Little Jack? I will punch you in your mind, bitch. But no, I get what you're saying. Anyways, moving on.
So we're going to the museum.
Oh yeah.
Actually, Little Jack, Johnny, whenever little Jack goes down, is he like asleep inside my head?
Yeah, he's snoring.
Okay, well, never mind. Actually, right now I would lose, John. I got 7 more hours, and then we can do it.
So you make your way over. APC's outside the museum, and this map ready for you guys is the question.
That is the question, Johnny.
I have the map, but there's no lighting, so that kind of sucks. But she should have started. All right, my players, which over here?
Those were words.
That was the yawn. That's what it was.
Yeah, but there were words hidden in the yawn, you know? I take it.
Updated from the last time. Let's just grab you from the other place, I suppose.
I'm pretty sure our stuff is just tied directly to our character pages, is it not?
Well, that's what I thought too, but it didn't look like it was.
My character at least is, because I was actually showing Connor that whenever he was asking me about D&D stuff. So I was like, "Hey, this really cool," and then showed him.
I see everything. I imagine you can.
Yes. Big museum. Don't see any NPCs though, so at least those are still hidden,
I'm not
you
going
know?
to show anything until you kind of get into the places.
Yes. So how many hours has it been total since our fight, Johnny?
Which fight? Like
The one where little Jack went back in my head.
All right, so you
About-
had 8 hours worth of sleep. You almost got 8 hours. You got like 4, and then you got cut off for 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys took about 4 hours after that to get to the new destination. Probably about an hour or 2 kind of was your guys's, did you spend time with your brothers and sisters, or you just leave directly after?
We probably
no,
just
we
left
didn't
because we're on a time limit.
Yeah.
Spend any time with.
All right, so it was like, let's say 30 minutes max.
Yeah.
So what?
And
Probably
3
about 10 hours.
3 hours to move, a half an hour, 8 hours.
About 11 and a half.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll put it down to 6 hours left before little Jack is awake.
Sounds good.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me change my stamina.
Yeah, I figured that wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, which I mean that's no big deal. You'll just have to resave the token, which you can do that whenever it's fixed now.
Okie dokie.
Oh, alrighty. So we about to bust in this bitch.
It's up to you. However you want to go about it.
Mostly
Um,
asking Allie to make sure she's okay to continue the session because I know she gets kind of sleepy.
No, I'm doing good. I've also got to watch my 3D printer all night, so.
All right, Johnny, how's your mental doing?
I feel like I don't have this prepared as much as I want to. I have the basic concept in mind, but I've pretty much been improving a lot of it anyway. So, just to take
Like I said, your call, man. If you want to quit and prep more, that's fine. If you're good to keep going, I'm always happy to continue.
I
would
would
like to
like
get
to
another
get another hour. We've only been playing for 2, so
Okay, that works. I just
Sounds
wanted,
good
like
to
I
me.
said, wanted to do a mental check with you. Me and John are perfectly happy to continue. I would argue. I'm not worried about John. John will say something whenever he's burnt out.
Yeah,
So
I know John can go for hours on ends, but
The only problem is that I do have a job now.
yeah.
So but by the time it got to like midnight my time, which is when I would say, all right, it's too much for me to sleep.
Yeah.
It would be 2 a.m. for you guys, and there'd be no way.
That's why I was say I'm not worried about John. It's just you two. I wanted to check in with y'all, make sure y'all are all still good. So
But if we're ready to go, and it sounds like we are, then yeah, we just bust in.
I'm gonna judo kick the door in, except I'm not, and I'm just
I was
gonna open
gonna have Muujin like check it out, and maybe we could like, I could jump into some electronics or something.
Yeah, that also works.
you want to do it?
Yeah.
All right. Roll me your rolls.
Yeah, John just
Is
standing
there
here
some
staring at the
electronics
door.
at the door for me to connect with?
Yeah. It's like this little keypad kind of deal, like, to lock up the place.
Okay. And that is... Die. Wait. Influence.
Failure?
Yeah.
Feels bad. You want to use a Fate or do you just want to try again?
I just want to try again.
Go for it. Takes a bit.
Success, just barely.
Nice. So you make your way in, and feels at the very start. It feels like you're at a train station, and lots of comings and goings of trains going actually pretty fast. Like they're not stopping, but there's this guy at the ticket booth, and he's like, "Where you headed, miss?"
Security room?
Security, kind of checks the notes. You're not on the list, though.
I did it again.
How so?
Well, this keeps happening. That there's, Jerry from administration, he's got this thing for me, and I was like, no, you can't have a thing for me. I'm like in a thing already, and he's like, well, I can't stand for that, and he's been just wiping me out of existence, this vengeful, hateful asshole.
That doesn't sound very good, miss.
No, it's really uncomfortable. I'm like, man, I got a job to do, and I'm kind of in a hurry. But Jerry just keeps fucking with me.
I know it, Jerry.
No need for the language, miss. But
sorry. It's a lot to deal with. It's like I'm kind of getting a little panicked. Like I don't know. Like he keeps harassing me, and I need to get to security real fast, and I need to find out where Jerry is, because I'm a little worried. I think he might be stalking me.
Well, that's not good at all, miss. If you like, we can make the complaint directly, or we could get you on your way to somewhere else.
Yeah, let's make that complaint, and then we'll all just head to security. And I would like to roll So I'm rolling a charm.
That would be a deceive. Yes. Yeah, sure. You can give me a ability die as well for your performance.
Okay.
Sweet. Plus 10. Nice. All right. Well, I can get you security so you can make a complaint there, but you're on your own after you get there. I can't really help much.
No, I understand. This isn't your problem to deal with. It's my burden to bear. But you know what? I'll get it figured out. I'm a big girl.
Of course. Here's your ticket. It's line number 3.
Thank you, sir.
Be careful of the tracks.
Of course.
Right. Next. And you make your way to track 3.
Yeah.
And train's there waiting for you. You get on, and it just goes. All right. Tickets. Everybody got their tickets. You see this guy coming around. It's just you on the train.
I got my ticket. You gave me a ticket, right?
Yeah, and then he goes to clip it. You should be here at your destination and right now.
Great. And I leave.
Okay,
So-
I'm sorry. I totally blanked out on this for just a minute.
It's okay.
The last I recall, we were walking up to the front door of this museum, right?
Yep.
She's
And-
been she's inside the keypad, John. This is the metaverse.
I'm in
Oh.
cyberspace.
Okay.
I blanked out for a second too, and she was having an
lost.
argument about Jerry or something. I was like, "Who the fuck is Jerry? What did I?" I stood up for 2 seconds. I realized what was going on.
So I thought I'd use like an old timey railroad as a representation for the museum. You guys are
No,
currently
this
in.
is super cool. Like I'm down now that I understand.
Yeah, for context
I
wise, for sure.
was lost.
Yeah, no. A lot of whenever we're like, if we zone out for even a split second with Allie, it's like, wait. It's like, okay, so what do you want to do, Allie? Okay, so we're gonna do this, and then the great wave came over and crashed. And what is going on? We were just acid trip, man.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Yeah. I just was been muted just listening to this.
I get lost in your sessions, your part sometimes, if that helps at all.
Oh no, I really love listening to your stuff because it just hits you. But continue.
Okay, I made it to security.
You made it to security. Congrats. You get off at the station, and there's this giant brick building,
Okay.
and it has security written in big bold letters at the top.
Okay.
There's a guard out front, just kind of whistling to himself.
I'm gonna summon my celestial.
Okay, you know the rules.
No, I don't.
Well, you have to figure them out, then, I guess.
I'm gonna go feed my dogs real quick, just in case y'all need me.
Sounds good.
Influence roll. The more degrees of success on the influence, the more power the creature can wield. Can use success from the influence roll as fuel.
Nice. Hey, Hannah.
Hey.
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 You remember my name?
What did you do this to me, John? Gotta be in here somewhere, right? I've got a billion characters to keep track of, and it's been weeks.
3 weeks. It's true.
Why would you do this? You're just hoping I'd say her name so you could find her fucking character.
Remember her name?
No.
I'm Claire Morday, remember?
Let's roll an intelligence
Yeah.
to see if Hannah remembers.
Sure.
See it. I told you. Come on.
Hannah definitely remembers.
Yeah, it's Claire Morday.
She's got way more people skills than I do.
Claire Morday.
See it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Claire Morday.
Hey!
No. See it.
It hasn't been very long since you summoned me last. What's going on?
Time's weird. Time is fucking weird.
Yeah, and like, hell, there's
It's like
really...
it's been forever since I've seen you.
There's no real time, but...
I missed you, sister. Okay.
So what's up?
I need to get past this guy. And I don't have any, like, credentials or anything. I was hoping maybe you could make me some, like, credentials.
I don't really do that. I'm more of like a magical girl, you know?
Make me some magical credentials. The Doctor Who guy did it.
Doctor Who?
Yeah, he's a magical girl, isn't he?
I don't know if that's supposed to be a good joke from my side.
I left Johnny.
It's okay. All right. So if we can figure out what we're getting into, I could like get us through the walls, I guess. But I can't really do credentials. It's not really my thing.
No, the will work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Okay, let's just like go around back and go through the wall.
All right. So when you notice the you notice the when you go on the other side of the brick, it starts to turn from brick to marble. And like you start you go around and then you see these guys wearing like Spartan gear,
Okay.
and there's 2 guys in the back. They're like, "You there? State your business."
Left on read. We keep walking.
Okay, to the back.
To the back.
Right, which is the now the entrance to this side.
Okay, so we're at the back. Well, then we walk around the side.
Okay. Left on read doesn't do you too much here, as they're
Is
like,
there a roll for it or something?
I'm not sure, Alley Girl.
Let's find out. Mind of mine. Let them know you do not care about them. Make them anxious when having conversation. Okay. Well, no, there's a roll. I just ignore them. That's what I do. That's my power move. I'm sorry.
They're gonna come up to you and try to or restrain you. That's the word I was looking for. Stop right there, criminal scum!
Rude.
That's not actually what happened.
How
They didn't say
rude.
that.
They don't even know me yet.
Nope, they don't. But you're ignoring them, and they're like, "Stop what you're doing! Don't do it!"
I fuck on it. Yo, sorry, what's up?
State your business.
Business. Well, I've come to put in a complaint about Jerry.
Jerry? Who is Jerry?
From administrations, you know? He's been really rude lately.
1 sec.
Oh shoot, my bad. My mic was unmuted. I'm sorry.
We'd never heard nothing. I think we heard like you say sit, and that was it. So you're all good.
Okay, good.
Jerry. I know a Jerry, and I don't think he would ever do that kind of thing.
Well, of course not, because you're his friend, man. They never tell their friends about these things. They just go and do them private.
Jerry has a wife, though.
It's always the quiet ones, let me tell you.
He's not much of a quiet one, though.
You know what I mean. The guys who don't seem like they're gonna cause any trouble, and then before you know it, he's on the next episode of Cops and Hookers.
Cops and Hookers. I think I've heard of that show. We don't really get TV down here, at least on these shifts. So you're trying to make a complaint. I got it. I can take the complaint for you.
Oh, thanks. I'll just be on my way then.
So, when did it happen?
Yesterday around 1 a.m. actually, I started receiving these really crazy texts and like dick pics and like, you know, the work span.
She's writing it all down. It's like, yeah, all right. You know, I really don't want to believe this. So
yeah.
He's going to roll a scrutiny test now. 28's pretty good.
Should I roll a deceive?
Yeah, roll me a deceive test here.
I'll reroll.
Okay. Let's reroll again because they're both ties.
Why do you roll so good, Johnny? You do terribly. Your next
single digit for me, please.
You're gonna die tomorrow again. You're gonna have to pick up your gem.
How many more of those rerolls you got there, Ally girl? Claire Morday will help you.
Okay, good.
She tries. Doesn't really do anything.
I'm just gonna be like, Claire Moje the wall, and then I'm gonna jump into the nearest wall.
Stop right there, criminal scum! See how Cormetta does this.
That's like the most Henry stick figure thing I've ever heard.
Claire Morday does manage to shift the wall where you can jump through. And she follows after you.
just the smallest question for you here, Allie. So are you going through all of this effort to, like, open a locked museum door?
No, I'm going through all this effort to find out who and what is in the building.
She's trying to get
I
the
see.
security cameras and stuff and get an idea of what's going on.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Did you try asking nicely?
No, she wanted to go with her Jerry story.
And now you're criminal scum.
I was always criminal scum.
Fair enough.
Stealing private property and existing.
I'm gonna
Existing.
I'm gonna try and find the security cameras as fast as possible.
All right. So roll me a 1d100 to see where you end up in the.
This is where I needed that fucking one, but I used it on a fucking car.
Got a pretty damn good car, though, I must say.
Oh yeah, but I do have some kind of. I get plus 3. I don't want to use all my fate points on this. And Claire Mornay helped me out at all.
Yeah, sure. She'll try once more. So you end up right inside a this room with a bunch of TV screens, and there is a person sitting down in a chair, and they're just kind of like sipping on some soda or something, and they're just watching everything that's going on. You want to like look at the monitors or get an idea of like it's like this dark room. It's pretty spacious. There's lots of cameras. I'm sorry, not cameras. Lots of monitors that are kind of just showing different parts of a museum. You haven't. The guy hasn't noticed you. He's just kind of just sipping on a soda. Of course. So let's jump back to Jack and Zach for a sec.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, we're just looking at her kind of.
Yeah, so you
lifeless.
notice Hannah kind of just like her cat just touches the wall, and then it kind of just starts to sit down and kind of do its own thing.
Mojin, you got any playing cards?
Do I ever?
Heck yeah. Go fish. No, you don't actually.
What's the opposite of it's like it's a
Poster. I don't know.
Hey, Jack.
I've got to remember that I've got plus 10 to charm, intimidate, and command. Oh no.
Oh well, hey, we got some magic playing cards.
While you two play magic playing cards, throw me straight up. I want to see what's like up there.
Okay. I'll throw him straight up.
With your big throw.
Oh yeah.
Thanks. It really helps me improve my service.
What do
when
you-
tell me I'm doing well?
I didn't tell you were doing well, Google. Whatever. Okay. All right. What? Just a strength, I guess.
Yeah,
Whatever you have to roll for it.
I'll go ahead and use my might proficient. I'll just throw. I can roll athletics for throws, right?
Yes, you can.
Athletics has a better chance.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
You
That's
just
fine, I can just-
fail.
I can just try again.
I mean, you throw him.
No.
It's just not straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I should probably fix that. John, you wanted me to do this. Give me one of your fate points to re-roll it.
Oh my god. Fine.
I only
You
got
have,
one left.
3.
I didn't want my
Here.
face getting ripped off.
There. Reroll it.
There, you're up.
Nice.
It's not you just delete us because that just makes you take more damage. It's just a regular throw. I'm hitting you as hard as I can.
So,
So let's. How far up, straight up, does that throw me now?
64 kilometers.
no, it's not gonna throw. You're just trying to get him on the roof, right?
No, I want to.
No, he said up. I went up.
Yeah. I want to get an aerial view of the world and find out in character when my head bonks on the ceiling that we're trapped in here.
Okay.
If he throws me up high enough to do that.
I did.
Fuck.
We don't know how far up it is. 64
If not,
kilometers
you're going
might
out-
not be up.
You're not using Edis Letus here, right? You're just throwing him up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
How far-
Roll me. How far would you go? You go.
Well, if the circle wasn't there, he'd go about I don't know. What's 15 minus 64?
I'm thinking since you didn't use Edis Letus or your colossal throw,
That was colossal throw.
you were colossal throwing him. All right, yeah. You know you're gonna go the full way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you're-
the atmosphere's only 15 kilometers above Earth, and I threw you 64 kilometers.
That doesn't sound right.
I'm looking at it right now.
Let's see. How far
Around 8 to
away
15 kilometers.
is outer space from Earth's surface? 62 miles, 100 kilometers.
Oh, the atmosphere is what I looked.
Yeah. That means the edge of...
Okay, so you
Flight.
wouldn't go into outer space. Oh,
So
okay,
either
cool.
way, you're hitting the dome first, and the dome is not that high up. It's like less than 40 kilometers. So you take a trip on Jack's rocket ship, and you smash into the. You're going pretty good, and then you notice
Well-
that.
So I was about to say, if I could see the force field that I was about to hit, I would be stopping myself with telekinesis rather than just wham jamming at full speed.
Roll me an awareness test with 2 difficulty die.
Okay.
I'll try to catch you if you fall.
Okay.
Then RKO you into the ground.
Ability die. It's difficulty die. Whoops. So
Alright.
ignore those. Narrative dice 2. Difficulty die.
Oof.
Oh.
All right, so that's going to be minus 20 to the roll.
And my awareness has a minus 10 because I take minus 10s on almost everything now. Pain. Oh, I still passed.
Now reroll.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Make those 2 degrees of failure as a reroll.
There's no way I'd do that again.
You're on a 27.
Yeah. So I don't see it coming.
Yeah. All right. You smash into it, and the distance plus the object is going to reduce you to below. It's gonna, put you night in a sense.
I believe that would be negative 20,000 some HP.
Yeah, but it's half on the plus side.
Oh no, that is halved.
Oh yeah, right. So
Sorry, they'll disappear. I had
It
to go
is
find her.
all in
non-lethal.
what you
is the
call
thing.
it, non-lethal.
Which is why I'm not putting you into critical wounds. Otherwise, you'd be dead.
Yes.
Wait, what happened?
You almost killed me. But
You told me to throw you up.
You might have killed me actually. So
No way.
how long does it take? Like, do I have to recover each
Go lay
point
down.
of HP non-lethal
So,
before
what I'm
I
gonna do-
wake back up?
Is roll me a 1d10 minus your toughness bonus.
Okay.
Go
This
lay
is
down.
the unconscious status. All right. So after you hit it, it takes just a second, and you wake yourself back up, and you're like, oh, and you're looking
Oh.
around, and you're falling at this point. You don't know what you hit,
wow.
but it fucking hurt because it was enough to knock you out.
John, you're not gonna eat that double?
What double?
3 and 3.
Nah, not
That's
double.
no.
Dang, I wanted to kill him.
Uh,
The power of Gorkamork.
I'm gonna use my telekinesis with a willpower roll to try to float myself back up and see if I can touch whatever hit me in a more not super fast manner.
Sure.
So here's a let's see. I need to see so psychic telekinesis, half plus bonus action, willpower bonus with the PR test. Okay. So as far as I can tell, there is no bonus for PR rating with psychic telekinesis. Does that mean that I can't like raise or lower my PR rating for bonuses? Like for example, I wouldn't be able to reduce my psi rating to 1 when using psychic telekinesis for a plus 20 bonus because my psi rating doesn't matter.
It's not a focused power test. If it was, then we could discuss that.
Okay. So right now it's just going to be minus 10 because of
Negative quality.
yeah.
Oof.
I would have passed otherwise. So I'm falling.
It does seem to be that way.
So you are falling. You're not able to catch yourself at this moment, but another 10 seconds goes by and you can try again.
Okay. I do so. Let's try again. Oh boy.
And another 10 seconds falls, and you can try again.
You'll get it one of these times.
I'll
Hey, you
eat
double.
that.
Yep, sounds good. I'm feeling a 77. 73.
So can we assume that I eventually catch myself? I have a 50-50 chance, and I'm going to be falling for a long time.
Yeah, you're going to be falling for about... just roll me it 2 more times, and then that will determine on how you catch yourself. Yay. All right, so at that point, you're about 100 meters off the ground, and you catch yourself.
Okay. So it doesn't let me actually do anything up there. So I lost out on the opportunity to mess with the shield.
Hey, you could always go back up again, but
Yeah, I can throw you again.
I should totally get an achievement for touching this guy so violently.
it would be a hidden achievement for sure. No one usually does that.
That's true.
I attacked this
But
guy.
you wouldn't be the first one to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You threw the creature straight up.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Well, I mean, I would have gotten an achievement if there was an achievement for it, John. So,
No, why would you get the achievement? You just threw
I
somebody.
put him there.
Doesn't matter.
You
The
couldn't have
guy's
done
the
that
one who
without
did something interesting.
No, the guy didn't do anything interesting. He just survived.
You did survive,
Doesn't
which
matter.
is interesting enough.
Yeah, that's interesting enough.
Hey, listen, I argue that fucking rail gunning someone to the sky is much more interesting than the ragdoll that just happened to live by
Which
luck.
is why you have a
new
story.
nemesis.
The
Yes.
story that's building up.
Oh, I know. I'm just goofing. I just like that guy was like somebody patted him on the head because some green dude grabbed him and threw him to the fucking moon.
You went through a whoring experience, so here's some good things.
All right, so we had plenty of fun. Now we can go back to Allie.
Oh, I have some fun cards for you too.
Oh yeah, me
Yep.
and Mugen are playing cards while you're falling and going through this horrifying experience.
Yeah, he kind of takes out this wooden box,
Ooh, fancy.
opens up. It's really nice designing on the cards.
Mm.
But let's jump back to our good old Hannah.
So my main goal in this room is I would
Go
like
up there
to
like I
connect
know.
my data pad to the feed. Is there any way that I can see that I can just easily do that?
Yeah, you feel like you can. You just don't know where you would plug it into, per se.
Can I roll an awareness to try and see?
Yeah, sure, I'll have the awareness roll. It's dark in here, but
I would use my mind proficiency die.
if you wish, sure. Okay. It's going to give you a plus 20.
Okay.
That's a big oof. Would you like to roll your spirit die as well? It might help you. Otherwise, you could just roll a fate point. Beautiful. All right, so you're not gonna pass the test. Because even with the triumph, the plus 20 triumph, did you add your test? No, it would still be a 90.
Could she not reroll her awareness with a fate point?
I could, but I don't want to.
That's a triumph.
So this is what I'm gonna give you, Alley Girl. Would you like to A, use that triumph to gain influence, like you usually do, or B, get something out of it? You don't know what I'm gonna do, but I could give you your normal eat the triumph roll and get influence.
I want influence.
You always want influence. Every time.
1d5, right?
Yep, 1d5. And roll 1d5 again.
Oh.
There you go. Gain 6.
You gain 2d5 influence from a triumph?
She gained it because she used her spirit proficiency die.
Oh.
Instead of accepting what I was going to give her, she decided to use her achievement to get her first achievement to get some influence instead.
All right.
So, since that didn't work, I'm just gonna grab this guy by the back of the neck and shocking grasp him.
Okay, sure. That works.
So, shocking grasp. Lightning, springs from your hand, make melee spell attack against the target. So, weapon skill.
Yep.
Do I get a bonus for surprise attack?
Yeah, it's plus 30. Let's see if he notices you first as he tries to. As he tries. Nope, he doesn't notice you at all.
No,
Plus 30.
please.
Nice.
Gary, no.
You wanna give him your shocky shocks? What is it? What does it do?
Yeah, okay. Says I've used this power once all game, so we
Yeah.
haven't really discussed it.
Okay. What
Uh,
does it say?
On a hit, the target takes 1d8 lightning damage, and
Right.
it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Okay. So roll me the 1d8. Sweet. He's shocked, and it's a electrical entity So you kind of just like delete the program.
Oh,
So yeah, he just goes and then falls and dies.
nice.
Oh, that was weird. I guess I'll bring him to hell. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna lock the door if it can be locked, and then try to look for this connection again.
Sure.
Oh my god, you are the most interesting hacker I've ever seen, Hana. That's
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Like I said, I feel like we're less violent than her. Just killing
Guess
people.
I'll bring him to hell.
I bet that was Jerry. I hope that was Jerry. He had a family.
Awareness to find the thing again.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll give you a +10 this time.
Nice. Oh.
So you're looking around, and it's just like it's kind of old machinery you're not used to. You're kind of used to like being able to plug it into a socket and just work kind of deal. There's no USB 360.
Oh,
going
this shit
on up here.
analog.
I'm gonna be like, Claremorte, could you go play the distraction somewhere again?
I don't think they're gonna find us for a while. We're kind of
Okay.
like in our own little place here.
Well, that's good. Okay, I'll just.
You look around, you don't see. There's no doors in here.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna take my time
Okay,
looking for this connection then.
sure. Roll it again, please.
Can I get a plus for just really.
I'll give you a
being
proficiency
thorough
die
with
this time.
it? Okay.
Oh, there's
Plus
+20.
Oof. You're not having your pluses either.
What? Oh,
You're
I'm
not having
supposed
your-
to add them in the.
I mean, you can just do it after. There's no big deal, but I'm just saying you're not adding them in anyway.
Well, I'm not,
I've been noticing that.
not passing.
It's okay. Roll it once more. It's just going to determine how long it takes.
Okay.
Man, if only the original
The pluses.
worker was
You
here.
can roll another proficiency die.
Oh, are you whining because the light's on? My bad.
Roll that awareness. 50-50 chance. Just the dice. Feeling a 41 on 6.
Oh, there you go.
You pass. You kind of pull out this old VHS player underneath. You're like, oh, I wonder what this does. And you kind of just like put your hand inside the socket, and then you just kind of
I just put my hand in the socket.
yeah, you know where you put the VHS thing, right? You just like plug it in there. You're like, oh, I wonder what this is.
I've got no idea what this is. I am not from this generation.
Yeah, and then what you were trying
I
to do
feel like I
originally.
would still hesitate a little before sticking my hand in a dark hole.
Okay, you don't put it in. You look at it and you're like, what can I do with this?
I think I'd press all the buttons first.
Okay.
You delete everything.
You press a bunch of buttons. Things stop. You look up to the monitors and everything's like, it has big squares in the corners of them.
Can I roll a logic to figure this thing out?
Sure.
Too bad I don't have a mind proficiency.
You
No, it's fine.
roll a 10 now. It's pretty good.
Logic says you stick your hand in the socket.
Yeah, that's the only logical situation for this bullshit you've found yourself in.
Okay, I'm just gonna stick my hand in the socket.
You're like, oh, this can work, right? And then you kind of like roll me a willpower test as you're kind of bombarded with different points of view.
That is my character's entire backstory.
Right, it's true.
That's a fair point. She has been managing a lot of
You
cameras.
don't
at
no
the same
roll
time.
needed at all. You just like kind of.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
I'm just like, ugh, God, this again. Here
Yeah.
we go.
Now you got all kinds of different points of view, and you see inside that there is a fight going on.
Okay.
Exactly what you wanted.
A fight in the museum?
Roll me a what would be you see some familiar people, actually.
Okay.
It's been a while, but you are a digital entity, so it's not too hard to forget about things.
Facial recognition.
Yeah. You see Kim in there, and you see
His song there.
you see what's her name? Let's go.
I think the other person was also named Kim.
That's the other main character, not who I'm thinking of this time. Why I can't lore sheets? No. Players? No. NPCs. There we go. You see, Yo Senga
So is this the reader or the main
Yes.
character?
reader.
Okay.
You see these guys.
Did we get another picture for his girl?
He's there too. This guy. For whose girl?
I mean, the one who it started out with like a blonde businesswoman, and then I think it was another picture of Comey, but it definitely wasn't Chinese dress Comey.
Oh no, it was Chinese dress coming.
Oh, maybe. Oh, it was
It was
because
just-
we
it was
only
just a
got to
token.
see her token.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
Exactly.
Is a song with the group?
Song is not with the group at this
Song
time.
doesn't believe in violence, John. How much use would he be?
I think he's been pretty useful in quite a few fights, and he
Oh, I
does
know.
believe in a lot of violence.
No, I was just I forgot. Like you immediately went away with the whole peaceful path, huh?
Okay, so I saw all those guys. Is there anybody else in the museum?
Yes. It's currently like a fight between two groups. Oh, excuse me.
And is it just that one fight, or are there other groups?
No,
the
it's just
building?
these two.
Okay.
Fights.
What are they fighting over?
It looks like just a battle of supremacy kind of deal. It's kind of weird too. It's almost like the environment has changed. Like it's not a museum; it's like a battlefield.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like everywhere else in this museum seems like you have a good view of it right now. Like everything else seems normal. Like there's couches, there's like chairs, there's the normal like statues and shit. But this place here, it's almost like it's turned into like a battlefield with grass and banners and
Which place?
Mud.
Where? Can you show me where in the museum?
like just all around. It's not like how it looks currently.
When I'm looking through the security cameras, it looks
Yeah,
different?
at this fight that's going on.
Okay, so this map is totally useless. So I have no idea where they are. Does the security?
What you can
cameras-
tell is that there's a description for each of them, and it says the second floor. That's where they are
The
currently.
second floor. So I'm looking at the first floor.
Correct.
The second floor is just covered in grass, apparently.
It's almost like the place has changed. It's not what it used to be.
Do you think that? Can I roll logic to try and figure out if that is maybe the sword's influence?
What you can roll for me is a base int, actually.
Double. Hey, where's Clemorte at?
Uh,
What she think of my 2 10s in a row?
they're pretty cool. Yeah, and with us, she'll kind of help you determine that this seems to be a story effect. This isn't say that there actually isn't a battlefield going on, but the system has done something that because there's two people with constellations that are fighting, and those two people synergize with the event of their history, that it's actually stage transformation transformed the environment they were in.
So they're just dramatic effects.
Yeah, they're like dramatically they're because of who they are and their connections with their patrons, they've changed the place.
Can I figure out where these magical items that I read about in the book are?
There are different statues around that have the artifacts in question with them.
Okay. And they're on the first floor, and the other people are on the second?
They're on the second floor as well.
Are they on both floors?
There's multiple floors with different things, but the sword in question you asked was on the second floor.
Are there any security measures in place within the museum other than like the cameras? Is there something like a
Like locked doors and stuff?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna unlock any locked doors just to preemptively get that out of the way.
Sure. Makes things easy. So I will ask you to do your, like either give me a security test or, because you might be plugged into the camera system, but asking the VHS or VCR player to.
Well, that's fine. I got Jack and Zach for that.
Yeah, you feel like I can take care of that later. But what you wanted to do as well is you wanted to transfer it over the data feed to your data pad, right?
Yep.
All right. Make me an influence test for that. All right. You try the first time, and it's like, what am I missing? Have you done this thing before? Have you ever kind of been in this place to?
I haven't used my data pad a whole lot, honestly.
Haven't needed to, right?
No. Take my time.
Okay. Just roll it one more time. Okay, you're taking time. With that, how about we jump over to the other people since you're taking time?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So Jack and Zach. Who would like to go first?
We can't really do much because we're waiting on her to finish
Yeah,
off
we're
the
just
security sweep.
spilling.
Yeah. Like, once she's done with the security sweep, of course, we're going to be bashing in the doors, but her time to shine here is with prep. Unless she tells us to just bash in if she wants to.
Yeah, she just sends us a message and says, "Go second floor, big fight." Oh, I'm kicking this door right now and throw Zach to the second floor and then meet him up there.
I was thinking we just hang out and see who wins. I wasn't going to tell you guys about the fight.
Yeah, it's about the least fun outcome there. But yeah, if you don't tell us about the fight.
Unfortunate, I suppose.
I just want to loot the place.
You know that the main character reader guy, he's gonna
He's gonna take everything.
Worth.
Yes, yeah.
Our only chance to do anything is while he's distracted with this fight.
Yeah, and so we keep him distracted with the fight and loot everything. And then if we want to fight more people later, do that.
So you're saying we bust in the doors and we start looking for loot, but you don't tell us there's a fight going on. You just point us to the loot?
I'm going to tell you that there are people on the second floor and to be stealthy while you're taking the loot.
Jack's going to immediately say,
stealth
is literally the least thing I am good at. Like that is
That's okay,
the
just-
worst thing you could
just-
ask me to do.
Just do your best. You don't have to be super stealthy. They're not like looking out for you or anything.
At this point,
I'm
Zach
I'm
is
doing my
just
best to
gonna-
work with you. What are you saying, Zach?
He's just gonna walk in and
Yeah.
start heading for the second floor.
Yeah, if your immediate reaction is just to go to the second floor and start punching people, I can't stop you. But I did.
No. We're gonna start looting stuff on the second floor because that's where the
There's
cool
stuff on
stuff
the
is.
there's stuff on the first floor too.
Oh, is
Oh,
There's stuff on all 3 floors.
it?
Then
Oh.
yeah, let's do a sweep of the first floor first.
Mugen,
So-
come on! You're the antique guy.
So, question: are you going to start with these cards, or are you going to just?
I guess that was what I was doing while she was doing all this. So I guess let's look at the cards while Zach's falling out of the air.
So I'm not gonna lie. When Mugen Lee rolled the 2 and the 2,
Yeah, I saw that. I noticed.
I also did some GM rolling.
Oh no! What did he roll a 1?
I rolled a 77 and then a 7.
Oh no! And he already has the doubles guy in his head.
No. This is an interesting experience for you because what I've produced, and I feel like this might be bad for you, is the deck of many things.
Oh
I don't know what
boy.
this is.
Christian, the deck of many things is a D&D like mythic quality item. And if it's what I'm thinking of, because there's a number of different incarnations, you get to pull like 1 or 2 cards from it, and then something completely random but like wish level quality happens, and the deck will like disappear after you get a certain number of cards. Am I right there, Johnny? It's
Yep.
been a long time.
So
since I read
pretty
the
much what I'm
description.
going to have you do is roll something.
I mean, this is Mugen's mythic. I mean, if you want a GM roll and give Mugen the mythic wish, that's on him.
You guys are playing Go Fish. You guys are each going to get a card. I'm gonna have you roll survival to give you like a 6 cents on that. This might be bad.
Do you have the deck of many things chart up right now, and you're just going to adapt whatever he rolls?
Okay. You don't.
I will buy a check mark of survival.
2 check marks actually. You need. Oh, actually, no. It's just the -20, isn't it? Yeah. So with the base pass, I'm gonna let you. Do you want to put any your? That's just survival, right? There's no. You don't.
Wait.
Before you go into this survival is just because pulling a card itself might be dangerous, right?
Correct. I'm
still gonna do it.
I'm gonna let you know that it's like there's can be good things and there can be some bad things.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't bother spending the point. Just pull the card.
I mean, I still need a check mark of survival, so I'm gonna keep that, but I'm still gonna pull the card. Jack ain't afraid of no cards.
Alrighty.
And this is where I die.
Or gain ridiculous power. We don't know how many pulls this card has. So what's the D number for him to roll?
I'm trying to remember. I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's a 1d22.
Oh, which one are you using? 5e or Pathfinder?
I was just looking at the minor D20. Which one would this one be from? I need to roll 21. Yeah. And this one's pretty much 5e, 5th edition.
Oh, 5th edition deck of many things. Okay, it's not that bad.
6, 7,
If it was Pathfinder,
11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17,
it's probably not mythic quality at this point. D&D
Yep.
5e barely ever is.
So slash R 1d22.
And then I'll roll the 21.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, Jack of Diamonds is what not you got. And a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ace of Hearts, Fates. That's what you got. So, Jack, that's what you got.
Oh. Oh, that's pretty cool. I guess I will just put that in my pocket, I suppose. Because
Yep. And as you guys are, passing them out, after 2 cards go, roll me a influence test.
Oh.
Okay. And Mugen leads them to do the same. Nope. All right. And then the cards disappear.
Man, if I pass this influence test, do I get to pull another one?
Correct.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
Okay.
All right, I don't get to pull another one. I'm so tempted to burn right here, but I'm not going to.
You could get some interesting things from it.
Yeah, but then I'll only have 1 fate point.
I guess, Allie, do you have any fate points left?
I can't re-roll a fate point with a fate point.
That's true. That's true.
Does Mugen still have a fate point?
Mugen probably does, yeah.
Have him
Mugen.
roll one.
Not with
Nope.
95.
Oh, both 90s.
Unfortunate. Hey, I could
Do
use
you
my
have a
red card right here.
proficiency die? You don't have a spirit proficiency die, do you?
No, I have a might. It's unfortunate, but I can't lose another fate point at this point.
Can I throw him my spirit proficiency die and see if he can get a reroll out of it?
Sure.
All right.
No.
You
Yeah.
get a plus 20. What was your original roll now? Wouldn't do it.
No.
It
no.
wouldn't.
John, you could throw me a fate point to re-roll that proficiency die.
That does not work.
I know.
It was
But
worth
yeah.
a shot, though.
It sucks. I hate to miss out on something that good, but
I don't think you missed out on anything at all. I think you got one of the better things there.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I'm just saying we could have got more, you know.
Yeah.
But whatever. That's cool.
You
I
could
know
have
what?
instantly died from that, by the way.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Ah, unfortunate.
Yeah, John just wanted to see you suffer, and that's why he did that for you.
Oh well. I go. What the hell, Mugen? We were supposed to play Go Fish.
But there's also like a chance to get 50,000 coins. So
Oh, that would have been. Oh man, I would have been a force to be reckoned with if I'd have got that one.
all right,
I'd
boys.
have felt fully confident in going and just
thank
fighting
you
those guys upstairs.
for playing. I will have this encounter of the battle for next time.
I guess me and John need to work on our sneaky shoes, I suppose. Also, Johnny, quick question.
Yes.
On the positive qualities, the exceptional aptitude, explain that real quick.
So, some things, if you look into the Excel sheet, there's talents that have something attached to them, right? They have the aptitude attached.
Oh yeah, the aptitudes of like weapon skill. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, some of the characteristics and skills also have that attached to it, but it's not really shown. But if you have any questions on it, like if you wanted to pick one of them, for example, like tech is to do with tech use and security and anything.
I would most definitely pick offense.
Yeah, offense is stuff like weapon skill, and there's also like I think parry is one of them, and a lot of the offensive talents from the roots also are attached to them. It's not really that great, honestly. But
I know, but I need the first star so I can get perfect practice makes perfect.
Oh no! That's not how that works.
Oh, how does this work then?
So, if you want to make a purchase, for example, practice makes purchase is 2 stars. You need like either a negative quality of 2 stars or a 2 negative 1 stars to get it.
Oh, so
wait a minute. What?
Yeah, what?
That's
so you can
not how it's written
otherwise,
in there.
otherwise you can use your coins to buy it.
So I can just buy it straight up.
Correct.
Okay.
But it says to purchase qualities, each star rating is worth. Oh, okay. So I could just straight up just buy perfect practice makes perfect.
Correct.
No, it says in the qualities that you have to have at least a 1 star before you can buy a 2 star and so on.
Yeah.
Maybe I misspelled or
Under pillar system positive qualities in the second paragraph there, when choosing one of these qualities, remember you must have at least one of the rating below in order to pick up the one above it.
So that's why I was going to get exceptional aptitude and then practice perfect makes perfect.
I see how I did that.
Probably to avoid us picking up like a legendary and impossible merit.
Which is smart.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good thing. I perfectly agree with this. I think that's an important addition to this system. So, yeah, if that's how it works. But if you want to remove it, I will happily go back and.
Yeah. No, that's good. Are you sure you want to pick that one? There's like practice makes perfect, or there's other ones.
Can I only get one star?
You can get multiple 1 stars, but one thing I am, if you look down to purchase quality, each star rating is worth 10 merit, piece, blah blah blah. Negative qualities are free to pick up, but only can be picked up once per session. But the trying to say here, you can pick more. You can pick more than one.
For a negative quality, then I've already looked at one that I thought about getting for my character because I mean it fits.
Gullible,
gullible or dangerous. You emit an aura of danger, whether or not you actually are a dangerous person. People within a 4-meter radius or those who look you in the eyes immediately get a bad feeling about you and steer clear of you.
Yep,
which goes along perfectly with disturbing voice.
For sure.
I honestly really wanted to pick Gullible for my character. But I feel like even if it fits him now, it won't fit him forever.
Yeah.
And also, I'm such a sucker for corruption type abilities like that, where you roll a 1d100, get bonuses and negatives.
Yep.
God, I had to have gotten one of the worst ones though. Literally everything.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was plus 10 for healing or helping, or minus 10 for healing or helping people. But hurting people is such a small subset.
Sorry, John. The rerolls.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up dangerous.
Do it.
Oh, well, hold on.
All right, thank you for the session, Johnny.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad we can get back into it.
Me
things
too.
are moving forward, and
finally,
now the Battle of the Kings is happening, and hopefully you guys get a good opportunity to see what happens next, because there's going to be lots of artifacts in this museum, and we'll have a lot of fun stuff ready for you.
I believe you. I'm just
I want to find what's Achilles' Achilles spear. Start yeeting that thing around.
I am less interested in mechanical artifacts and more in basically cultivation boosters.
Yeah.
Give me
Well-
that magic gem that I can eat and give myself key points or side rating.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I am much more simple and I just want some nice gloves.
Although, to be fair, everything we get, we can probably sell for cash.
This is true.
And I could use cash more than anything.
This is also true. Same. Don't forget to get your
Oh yeah, I get my
two
rival merit.
Is it 3? 2 or
It's
3?
3 now.
Ah,
Because
yeah,
I
that's
keep
right.
losing.
Well, you are not fit at all for one-on-one fights, whereas I have built specifically into fighting people.
I mean, technically speaking, I just... It's mostly because you keep getting the sucker punch. Like, if I had started most of these fights, I have some things I could do to hurt you.
Oh?
I mean, I get John. Okay, right now, I just want you to roll. Like, pretend you got to go first. Start the fight right now. I just want to see.
I'm gonna punch you in the face right here.
All right,
This
punch
will
me in the
be
face, John.
1,
Do
2.
it.
So,
This is gonna be...
everyone gets 2,000 coins for the session.
Nice, nice.
Nice. I miss.
All
And
right.
here's 2. I
All right.
miss.
All right, now it's my turn. I'm gonna feint.
Pass weapon skill test.
It's versus me, right?
Yep.
Oop, that's not what I meant to roll.
That's not at all what you were.
It's just, yeah. Oh, no.
Okay, so now what? He doesn't get a parry, correct?
He doesn't get the dodge or parry, is correct.
All right, now 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yep,
Oh.
and that one knocks me out.
Well,
That's true.
not-
You're
yeah,
just
yeah.
you're just better at that sort of stuff.
I mean, like I said, I'm built to square up with people. You're built in the magic ways. Just like those things that I fought earlier, that I had to literally use my boon, 2 fate points, and burn one just to not die. Whereas you would have just been like, get your fingers away from me. You're just not built to handle unrelenting force yet.
I'll eventually have something. There's
Exactly.
some like literally the quality that I'm going to buy next as we start the session. It's going to give me extra armor equal to like willpower bonus.
That will help a lot. I mean, but I mean, also, John, even if you hit me, so soak still works against non-lethal damage, correct?
Yeah.
Could you output over 50 damage?
Let's see. So I hit you with my 1 first.
Mm-hmm.
That is not enough.
Mm-mm.
And then I roll. Actually, you know what? My food's here. I don't care. We'll figure it out later. I gotta hop off. Goodbye,
All right.
boys.
Take care.
Fun session.
Well, Christian, I feel bad for throwing the deck of many things on you. But at the same time, I was like, ooh,
Hey,
7, 7,
listen,
7.
man. Yeah, no, that's
And you were
I
asking
got
for a
something good
deck
out
of
of it.
fucking cards. I was like, oh man, what do I got here?
Hey, man, I'm happy with what I got. I'm sure there will come a time. You know what I'm probably gonna save that for, just in case John dies. That's
Yep.
probably about the only thing I'm ever gonna use that Ace of Hearts for, and it's fitting because the name. So there you go. That's if somebody kills my brother, I will be bringing him back and then ripping them to absolute nothing but shreds. Because I need to get a good fury mode. I think is a step that I'm really missing. Is
Well,
it just
you
a
can
really
always-
good like back of my pocket angry mode that if somebody ever somehow managed to piss me off to no extent, I just go berserk.
You can always buy Frenzy if you haven't already.
I have frenzy, but my attacks aren't strong because my punches are strong. My martial arts are strong. I would need to be in a state where I was frenzied, but could still think enough to do martial arts.
Yeah, you would have to invest into the frenzy talent with Merrick,
Yes.
pretty much.
Yes. So that's kind of the way I'm going. I may try to take a big negative to maybe make some kind of improved martial art that's I have to be frenzied for
Surprised
after I
John didn't
upgrade
see
it.
the rock and a hard place one.
What's rocking a hard place? What does it do?
Pretty much, if you're in a role that requires two of them, you fail
Mhm.
both rolls, you get a
Mhm.
natural 100. Is the one you take, pretty much.
Wait, in the negatives?
Some serious negative quality.
Well, technically, I mean, I know it goes. I mean, I guess I don't know. I feel like for stuff like that, it should almost be swapped for his power number. So, like, if
Yeah.
he took perfect practice makes perfect.
It'd
If
be a
he
one
rolled a
instead.
100, yeah, like if you roll a natural 100, you get the result of immediately receive the benefit of another 100 instead of because I feel like that'd be fair, especially since the rock in a hard place would basically guarantee
Give him
him
4.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100s. Where like it would maybe send him to a 1 instead of a 100. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, for sure. I get that.
just like if it was mine, that's to say I'd say the same thing because the system's not made for failing to equal success.
Yeah.
Not really, and that's really put a damper on the whole campaign for you for sure. Since me and John can kind of eat 100s and 1s to kind of make something good happen every time, and so it makes it very hard for you to
Hey,
punish
no,
us.
John's missing out on his opportunities for achievements, so it's fine.
So, I am
That's fair.
hungry.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not the weed this time.
Okay. That cheese sandwich didn't do enough for us.
No.
You,
You
no, hold
wanna
on,
have-
grilled cheese or cheese sandwich?
Yeah, you know what halloumi is?
Cheese sandwich. Should we put bacon?
A what?
You know what halloumi is?
No.
It's like a cheese, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
It's
I got
a
that from the
grilling
cheese sandwich thing.
It's a grilling cheese. It's like big chunks of cheese that
And it doesn't melt when you cook it. It stays together.
makes it all nice and soft.
And then we had like tomatoes and pickles and a garlic sauce and
So it's like a chunky grilled
spinach.
cheese.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like if,
Sounds good. I mean, it has other stuff on it, so I mean, it sounds good.
Yeah, it's not. We didn't just have one grilled cheese for supper and then call it quits. We also
No,
had,
no.
like,
I
sweet
thought y'all
potato
just literally
fries.
took like 2 pieces of bread and put a piece of cheese on it, and then ate it. And I was like, you guys are freaks. At least grill it, man. But no, that sounds really good. I'm probably about to go heat up the leftover steak that me and Dad had last night.
So, sandwich or cake?
I was thinking maybe some popcorn.
Popcorn.
Nice light snack to end the evening.
Sounds good. Do you want to smoke that weed now?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Miss Weed.
Not a sativa this time.
You decide then.
Dark Helmet
Sure.
or Kush Kush? Flip a coin.
Hmm?
Flip a coin. Dark Helmet would probably hit you harder.
No, what I'm thinking about is because we gotta leave my 3D printer going.
Right.
I was kind of thinking of maybe leaving a couch in there or just sleeping here. And I probably don't want to be in a deep weed sleep the whole night.
That's completely fair.
I am the lighter sleeper out of the two of us,
Yep.
and I want to be aware if anything happens.
So what I'm hearing is we shouldn't smoke weed.
Well, I shouldn't smoke weed. You're free to smoke weed if you
That's
want
fair. That's fair. I guess I can end the session. Come on. Let's do that.